impossible. Our great Nigeria is very impossible. And useful. Obedient and useful. Our great Nigeria is possible. Our great Nigeria is very possible. For better infrastructure, for better life, yeah, my people. For better roads, yeah, for better hospitals and health, yeah, hey. For lights today, for everything to work for us, for Nigeria. Yeah. No more hunger. Obi for better Nigeria. Obedient and useful. Obedient and useful. Oh yeah, Obi Hausa man, Yoruba man, Igbo man, Middle Belt, Niger Delta. Let us come together for better Nigeria. For better life, for better health, for better road. From consumption to production.
All right. Thank you very much, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all on a day today. Yes, we're back again today. Today is 3rd December 2022. Thank you very much, my people. If you're right there, just join us right now. Please do us a big favor by helping us to share this broadcast, like the broadcast, and let's talk about the things that's affecting you and I. Thank you very much, my people. I can see more people already there on the comment section. You can as well use the link to join me here on the screen, and let's talk about this. Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you right there. Let me quickly acknowledge the people right there on the comment section so we can just move on straight away. As you all know that I'm alone today, although I might be having one of my team who will be joining me on this later on. Thank you. I can see Mother of all, Mommy the Aspera. Good evening to you, Mommy. Thanks very much for joining us. Happy weekend to you. Happy Saturday to you as well. Sabovo Okwara, good evening to you, sir. Thanks very much for joining us. Happy weekend to you. Kasia Dolai Wars, thank you very much for joining us, and thanks for the super chat. Always. I appreciate you. Happy weekend to you as well. Thank you very much for joining us. Ibrahim, I see you right there. Good evening to you. Good evening to every one of you. Highly Favor is with us. Thanks very much for joining us. And good evening to you, sir. Thanks very much for joining us. Good evening. Bella Naomi is right here with us. Good evening to you, madam. Thanks very much for joining us. Udoka Joy and Lozier, I see you right there. Good evening to you. Godwin, I can see you as well. Good evening to you. Happy weekend to every one of you. I can see Mike Akionbare is right there with us. Good evening to you. Thank you very much for joining us, and happy weekend as well. Vincent Omeokole, I see you right there. Good evening to you. I appreciate you all. All right. Can see Raymond Osas, Mark Rabo. Good evening, my people. Okay. Bella Naomi is asking me why Mr. Elvis. Okay, what's the question? I don't know. What's the why for? Let me see. Did you send me a message? I'm not sure. Bella Naomi, you're asking me why. I'm not sure what the why stands for, because I can't see any message here. Okay, maybe you can let me know, because I just tried checking again. I'm not sure. Okay, that was a question that I'll be waiting for. Okay, I can see Pat Solomon is just joining us. Femi Bash is with us as well. Good evening to you. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you, my good people. Please endeavor to share this broadcast and let others know that we are right here. The people that is watching us right now is very, very minimal, and we have 3 shares so far, just 3. Please, can we do sharing so we can move on now? Okay, Process More, I can see right there. Good evening to you. Thanks very much for joining us. Please click on the share button. Let's have more than 3 that is watching us, please. That would be very nice. I appreciate you all. That is more than 3 that have shared at me. Thank you very much, my people. And God bless you now. As you all can see right there, the topic today: why is Doyin Okupe being attacked by LP members? Yes, we're going to be talking about that, because like these people, whenever they come out, it's good we counter them, because there are a lot of things currently going on. Remember, don't be too surprised when things like this are happening, because some of them can compromise at any time, because the money involved in this journey is just too much. Yes, Peter Obi is the only answer to Nigeria. Sowore tell Nigerians to forbid APC and PDP. So we're going to be talking about all this today, and a couple of other videos that I'm going to be showcasing here on this platform today. You can see Osas Obayagmona. Thank you very much for joining us. Good evening to you. I appreciate you all. Thank you, my people. I better make help us share this broadcast. Let others know that we are right here. Thank you, my good people. All right. Okay. You're talking about Kashi. Kashi's supposed to be here or something. No, Kashi doesn't do Saturday, except otherwise, if I want her to be here. But she's today and Sunday is her rest day. So she's not here today. Okay. All right. Our people, let's move on. Okay, good. We don't get 6 share now. Thank you, my people. Thank you. Make a move on. I appreciate every one of you, my people. Make gonna continue to share. Let others know that we are right here. Let's talk about the things that's affecting you and I. We are gonna be here every blessed day till February 2023. We don't fair talking before, so they're gonna not worry. Some people think that they are gonna get tired and blah 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 blah. It's not why I go tired. What did they do? Fighting for my country outside, I don't tire. In what way? So it's a collective effort for us to better Nigeria. We should have that in mind. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you. Let's take a quick break. Thank you. Make una share while we are taking this break. Just help us to share. Let's listen to this.
And that you are not running for president. You are running for president through us.
Now, whatever you say about the Labour Party's presidential candidate, Peter Obi, one thing you can't deny or take away from him is the powerful passion and compelling zeal of his supporters. Such is their intensity and dedication that they seem to trump any of the inequities of the Peter Obi movement and whatever advantages the other 3 front-runner parties might have. When asked about this, his supporters say that in the same way that George Floyd became a symbol of the Black Lives Matter movement and Mahsa Amini has become a symbol of the fight against the oppression of women in Iran, so has Peter Obi become an ideological symbol of the fight for justice and equity in Nigeria, a fight that's being led by the youth who want to see a new generation of honest, committed leaders.
Who can you trust to fight for you? Vote Peter Obi for president. Vote the Labour Party.
People to know is that all these things have done it at a particular level, and the result were clear. I'm only asking for the opportunity to do it for the country. So 2023 election will not be about tribe. No, don't vote for me because I'm from Southeast, I'm an Igbo man. It will not be about religion. The 2023 election should not be about my turn. It's nobody's turn. The country cannot continue to go the way it's going today. We must stop it. It is you that will stop it. The reason why we have all these problems is cumulative effect of leadership failure over the years. And this is the time to stop it. 2023 is the last time Nigerian diaspora will not vote. You cannot exclude your best brain from voting. It's impossible. If Angola can do it, Ghana can do it, South Africa can do it, Kenya can do it, Nigeria must do it. It's structure of criminality, structure of corruption, structure that have kept Nigeria where it is today. That is the structure I want to dismantle. Election 2023 will be about character we can trust, competence, capacity, commitment to do the right thing. Thank you and God bless you.
Niger.
All right. Is our only hope. Yes, is our only hope right now. Is the only choice we have. If for real, deep down inside you, you want the change. Deep down inside you, you want that change that you and I have been clamoring for. This is the time to make a vital decision. Let's have it now, so that you and I can smile again. Only if deep down in you, you really want the change. Everybody's tired of the suffering. You got to change it now. We are not joking here. We are very, very serious-minded people who want a better Nigeria, a patriotic Nigerians. We want a better Nigeria. And this is the opportunity for every one of us to come together to make that change. Because if we miss this, it could affect all of us. Nobody will be removed. Like Peter Obi normally say, they don't sell bread cheaper in the north. So this is the time to do it together. Thank you very much, my people. Let's move on. I would like to quickly acknowledge those that is just joining us right now. Innocent, okay, I see you right there. Thanks very much for joining us. Good evening to you. Is anyone there again? Because I don't want to miss anyone though. I think I've acknowledged every one of you. Thank you, my people. I appreciate you all. All right, let's move on. There's accusation going on right now about Doyin Okupe, how he has been dismissed out of Labour Party, not in general, from Ogun State, and in fact, I would like us to watch this. Let's take it from here. Thank you.
The Presidential Campaign Council of Labour Party, Doyin Okupe, and 10 others have been dismissed over issues concerning violation of the party's constitution. The chairman of the party in Ogun State, Michael Ashade, who read the press release jointly signed by him and the party's secretary, Feishola Michael, said members can no longer tolerate his excesses. They also listed 10 other members of the party that they have dismissed and want the national leadership to take appropriate action and replace the Director General of the Presidential Campaign Council with a northerner in order to reflect the national character.
Section 3 and subsection 3 of the Labour Party constitutional provision earlier stated above, we declare that Dr. Doyin Okupe, having failed in the payment of his membership dues for the last 6 months of joining the party, has forfeited his membership of the party and no longer fit and competent to continue to act as the DG of the Presidential Campaign Council.
I just want to start a note of warning because I know now he you know, in his usual, a boisterous manner, he might be thinking this is just a shy play. It is not a shy play. Dr. Doyin Okupe, I want to make it categorically clear to you that you are still to be a member of this party, and every available means, every lawful available means we will use against you with your cohort. You can never come back to this party. We will not sit down with you because you have disobeyed our constitution.
All right. We have further video to that. Thank you very much for joining us, my people. We're going to take it one by one. Okay. I wanted you all to see how it all started. Then before we talk on that, remember that we have Sowore here. We have a couple of other videos here, but we're going to take this right away. Then we can talk about it. The link is right there because I don't have anybody on the screen yet with me, but let's take this first. Thank you. Please endeavor to share.
All right, before we delve into the details of this, let's look at the latest developments around this topic as we speak. So as we have it, you both in your respective capacities are currently facing a suspension for gross misconduct and anti-party activities. Can you confirm that this is true to start with, and speak further to the circumstances surrounding this? I know this is a very recent development.
Well, thank you very much. I think the press conference did by the National Secretary, was one members. I think they came to the conclusion that, they want to set up a legislative committee. But you see, I want to appeal to the governor of Lagos and Ogun State. They need to, be checking most of our psychiatric hospitals so that people will not escape from psychiatric hospital and they will go on there, to people. How can somebody say, I'm the president of Nigeria when you are not elected? Somebody just went on here to say, you are suspended. That when you are not even a member of that party, I think you call for question. Because people should be in their right frame of mind before they go.
All right, in case some of you are not getting what is happening right here, this is the same guy from TVC that I played earlier on who jointly suspend and dismiss Doyin Okupe. Now they're on a rise. Both of them have previously been dismissed for corruption. So if you have been previously dismissed, how come you have the power to dismiss the another person inside the party? That's what they're asking them right now. So listen to them.
Go on here to say, you are suspending national public secretary. You say you are a member of a state and you are suspending national public secretary. That means that is stand logic in the head. Because somebody cannot say, I've removed the governor of Lagos. Say, are you a member of the assembly? There are no procedure for something. But when you just catapult yourself into something that you don't even have the capacity, I have just read the constitution.
You are questioning the mental health of the national.
No, the people. No, it's not the national secretary. The people. She's talking about. I don't know them. They just went on here to say, we have suspended somebody. That's what I'm saying. That.
So you are refuting the fact that you are.
I don't even know them. They don't even exist. The people don't even exist.
Okay, this tout, this Maso, this I don't even know his name. I'm not interested. He was previously thrown out from Labour Party. Him and the other boy, I don't know what to call them. Both of them were thrown out. Now, because listen, guys, in any mission, in any journey that you are, you must have one or two that will betray you on that journey. Have that in mind. And you must be prepared for it. You must be prepared for it. Now, these two came on air. They went to TVC the other day to talk, and now Arise brought them, asked them the appropriate questions. They are surprised because they never knew this question would come up. Because actually they came to destroy Doyin Okupe, and then another question came up that both of you have been previously dismissed. So how come you are still here talking about someone else? So Nigerians have reacted to it, and I want Peter Obi or Doyin Okupe himself to react to things like this. Not everything you put aside, especially in this time. We have less than 3 months to go. Every single information must be tackled. Yes, it must be tackled. If not, some gullible Nigerians will be affected. They will be carried away. because a lot of things are going on right now on social media, on mainstream medias. We must be able to tackle them at any time. Let's listen further so we can take reactions from Nigerians.
What the purported press conference was that they said that we were overruled and that what we did is unconstitutional. I am just laying credence to that the National Secretary, who is my colleague in the NWC, said what we did is unconstitutional. But I am now reading the supremacy of the Constitution to them that no, what we did is constitutional, because the Constitution says if you are in arrears of up to 6 months, you will forfeit your membership. And I'm familiar that Dr. Doyin Okupe remained expunged. We didn't expel him. It remained expunged in line with Article 93 of our Constitution. It remained expunged. If anybody now want to challenge this Constitution, they will go to court.
Is this the first time that you will have people being expelled from the party for not paying?
No, this is not the first time. Even the former national chairman, may God bless his soul, Alhaji Abdul Karim Salam, you know, a lot of...
All right, I'm going to stop that right there. I'm not here to expatiate so much on this. My concern, you can see where I'm playing on this video is the part where you came with someone else's matter. You cannot let that person matter come, you can't talk. At the end of the day, now you're old and they talk. So, you know, that's just the problem that we're having right now. But let's take reactions from Nigerians, because Nigerians have reacted to this. As we can see right there, these guys are in there for personal aggrandizements. It's obvious the trouble here is all about money, and unfortunately, they missed out. If Dr. Okupe is spending his money to the tune of 4 million naira, how much is the members' dues? These guys will not win this battle. Then we move on here. This is from Kende. Can I get Peter Obi number or the national chairman? Please get these two men out of Labour Party. They are indirectly indicting the party. These terrible people, we can win Ogun State without them. See how they are indicting the party on national television. Send them away from Labour Party, please. Please, 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 please. Send these two men away. And so can they talk for that? While we have another reaction here from Ugo, he says, spoilers, we always raise their ugly heads when they do not receive the pecuniary and financial gains they are pursuing in an upright system. What happens to making financial sacrifices and voluntary for good services and in a worthy cause? Most of us have no allegiance with LP. We are only campaigning with that name because of our love for and trust in Peter Obi. And that one are true. Our mind have been made up to vote for HE Obi, and no last-minute shenanigans will deter us from accomplishing the divine mandate. Obi is far better off clean reputation than a Tinubu or Atiku. Labour parties should find a way and resolve their crisis and differences. Our focus is on Obi Dati Ahmed. That's it. So I would like us to go to the other one that I have here. According to these two men, Dr. Doyin Okupe joined in May 2022. Let's assume he paid his dues for May, June 2022. 6 months from May, June is November. But this may rush to announce the suspension dismissal of Dr. Doyin Okupe. Before expiration of these 6 months, who is paying these pipers? Okay, we have another one here. He said, let Doyin Okupe make his own statement. All these men are trying to disrupt the momentum of Labour Party. Doyin still remains the Director General, and nothing can stop what has been preordained by God Almighty. These men are trying to go against what is beyond them. The consequences for their treacherous actions would be there. Their statement hold weight. Okay, the last one here from Justin. It is very clear these two men are on a mission. Afetokam. Dr. Obayomi admitted having issues with Doyin Okupe even before Doyin Okupe joined LP. Every constitution is a guide. It never operated one way. It must have a human face. It is obvious the Ogun State chapter of LP did not exploit the internal mechanisms to address whatever issues they have with Doyin Okupe. I sincerely fought these two men. They are on a mission. However, they will surely fail. The leadership of the LP should approach this matter with great caution. The enemies have infiltrated LP and are determined to run it down because Peter Obi is a serious threat to APC and PDP. That's all we see, Amo. Thank you very much, my people. Help us to share on this broadcast. On that particular one, that's it. We're going to move to another video right now. Before that, I would like us to see what is happening right here on the north. This video is circulating on social media. I thought I should bring it here.
Sanu. Nigeria say Peter Obi. Nigeria say Peter Obi. My president, ba. Nigeria say Peter Obi. My choice. Your choice, my choice. Peter Obi. Nigeria say Peter Obi. Wallahi. Peter Obi. Guys, everywhere in this keke, even the seats. Obi. It's my choice. Yes, the message is entering. Like we are spreading the gospel. You can see all the keke riders. Guys, this is what we are doing this morning. This is what we are doing this morning. We are taking. I don't know what you come to, Alex. Gradually, we are taking everywhere. Our little efforts, day by day, is playing out. It's playing off. Guys, we need to provide MP3 speakers for these guys. These guys are ready to spread the gospel for us. They are ready to work with us. So we need to provide them with MP3 so that they can start spreading the gospel. Guys, this is it. Nigeria said Peter Obi. Peter Obi, my choice. My choice. Peter Obi.
You see, I love this. When I see my Northerners are embracing the right thing, I love this. You know, that time don't pass when we allow ourselves to be captured and cajoled by these satanic leaders. If you check it properly, like we have always said on this platform, or mentioned in this platform, if you check it, you can see that the most suffering people in Nigeria are still the Northerners. You know, the richest people in Nigeria are still the Northerners as well. You know, few of them are rich, and while majority of them are very, very, very poor. So they have decided, if you also want to check it statistically, the people who are victims to these terrorists and all that is also people from the north. So tell me, why would you want to continue campaigning or voting for the people that are killing you? So Labour Party have released manifesto. They're also going to be taking this. But before that, let's watch this video first. This is from one of the African countries. I wish we can see one of our leaders speak like this.
Member for Banjul South.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I would first of all like to thank the committee clerks of this August House for the great work that they have done by spending the whole night in this August Assembly preparing a report for us. I thank you, clerks of the National Assembly. Honorable Speaker, I think looking at the Honorable Minister's statement and looking at the budget, I think that our government does not love this country. They do not have the feeling to nurture our children in this country. Honorable Speaker, $6 billion in salaries alone, not in administrative cost. Honorable Speaker, and we say we are a poor country. Honorable Speaker, the median age in this country is 19 years old. We should consider the life and the livelihood of our children. We should be investing in education. We should be investing in health rather than paying ourselves, feeding ourselves out of the poor people of this country. I will start with this August Assembly, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, to see the salary of the Honorable Speaker increased from 658 million to 658,000 to 1,560,000. I feel ashamed to call myself an honorable member, Honorable Speaker. I gave myself for service. I did not give myself for the poor people to feed me and my family, Honorable Speaker. When I saw this, I felt embarrassed. I did not want to come to this budget session because I said to myself, there is no need, because we are just sharing the cake in our pockets, going home, feeding ourselves. Not only that, but to see the responsibility allowance, the residential allowance, the roving allowance, and all those for the representatives of the people. It is embarrassing for me to go back to my poor constituency and tell them that the meager resources of this country, I am paid that much at your expense. I took an oath, Honorable Speaker, to serve and to give back to my society, not to enrich myself. And even if I go to the Constitution, Honorable Speaker, it says that we shouldn't deliberately enrich ourselves. And increasing our salaries is deliberately enriching ourselves. And that is an embarrassment. I think as a National Assembly, we should not accept any salary increment. It was in this August Assembly that we sat and discussed the salaries of the ministers and denied them, even though they went behind our backs and increased it. That is their problem. We offered ourselves for service, Honorable Speaker. We were not appointed. We were elected and we offered ourselves, Honorable Speaker. And I think we should think of our people when we do the budget. I'm not allowing you to observe me. I don't have that time. When you are on your own feet, observe yourself, please.
All right. Thank you very much, my people. As you all can see, that is Gambia. You see, this is how a leader is supposed to represent its people. They were called to sit and deliberate how their salaries can be increased. That woman right there disagreed with it. In fact, she went as far as saying that the current salary that she's even receiving is too much. What about the people? This is one thing. In fact, everything that Peter Obi have said, one of the main reasons why I'm strongly supporting him is when he talks about the cost of government. That is going to reduce it drastically. It's going to make government unattractive. You see, in Nigeria, they kill people for any kind of position. In fact, governorship election in Edo State, that is 2024. I doubt the year now say Felicia, but not they shoot gun for different communities. Whenever one can address that one, it don't reach my table. Say that in fact there is already war because he say he want to take over from Obaseki. Okay, let's assume that this country is a country where you pay governor 1 million naira monthly, and they don't have any loopholes to steal. Nobody will kill anybody they shoot gun now. Let's say it how it is. In any elected position or any kind of positions in Nigeria, they are ready to kill for them to take over that position. It must be made unattractive so that if you are going there, you already know you want to go and serve the people. You are not going to, apart from your salary, you are not receiving more. Before we move on to other videos here, I would like us to start talking. Please use the link right there. I will repost again. Join us on the screen. Let's start talking. I appreciate every one of you. Let me quickly acknowledge some of you that is right here. I just reposted the link right there. I can see Rita Obehi is right there with us. Good evening to you. Iris Finance, good evening to you, Madam. Thanks very much for joining us. Dixie Momo is right there with us. Good evening, good evening, good evening. I appreciate every one of you for joining us. Samuel Olaka, I see you right there. Thanks for joining us. God bless you all. Andrew, I can see you right there. Good evening to you. Thanks very much for joining us. Please endeavor to share, and like this broadcast. Wami Cars, I see you right there. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us. God bless you. Thank you, Prince. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Please, Prince. Oh, we'd like you to send us the link where you got that from. You know, we'd like to take it further from there. Thank you very much. I can see Eze Wangu. Thank you very much for joining us. Good evening to you. Message Shade, I see you right there. Good evening to you. BTV Niger, I see you right there. Kingsley Ogeria here, I see you right there. Good evening. Patty Solomon, I see you there. Tony Osawe, good evening, my good people. Now God bless you. Now I beg you, help us share this broadcast and let's do this together. Raymond Osas, once again, see you right there. Thank you. All right, my brother Alex, thanks very much for joining us. If not, I'll be talking alone now. Please talk to us. What's your take on all this?
Josh, thank you. Greet you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, I greet those on the comment section and viewers worldwide. First of all, let me start with that woman. You know, women have always they've always changed the course of history. Women have always made a difference when men became greedy and selfish. Women have always helped humanity. We speak about Mother Teresa. We speak about Mother Teresa for her philanthropic gesture. We speak about Mary Slessor. Even in our local history, we had women who were there for our kings of old. If you check the faces of these wicked men, Atiku, Tinubu, they fed themselves from the poor people's blood. They now look like masquerades. If your leadership activities, I said it already, that by the time they reduce the salary of House of Assembly members in Edo State to 300,000 or to 200,000 naira, I will be interested in politics in Edo State.
Exactly.
By the time they reduce the salary of our senators in Abuja, who are supposed to be representing us, from 27 million per month to 500,000 or 250,000 naira, I will be interested in politics in our country. For now, I will not be a vulture. I will not be a vampire that sucks poor people's blood. All Africa, with few exceptions, all African leaders, House of Assembly, look at how they were looking just now like animals, like wicked animals, like beasts. They don't care. They want to go abroad and buy houses. That's all they think about. They want to go and sleep with prostitutes abroad. That's all they spend their money on. They want to go to Dubai to buy skyscraper. That's all they know. The misfortune of the black race. What is wrong with black leaders?
Member for Banjul
What
South.
is wrong? So as far as I'm concerned, the black gene, 90% of the leadership genotype, gene of or DNA of black people have problem. I'm sorry, I have to go racial now. Because we don't love our people. We don't care for our people. I was making an example previously with Governor Wike of Rivers State. He's not perfect. Maybe he has realized his mistakes. Look at the way he's rushing project. Maybe he has begged God for mercy. Maybe he played the politics of corruption in the dollar buying of the primary and the delegates of PDP. Maybe he has cried and begged God, give me the last 6-7 months of my administration. Let me use my last strength to work. The guy just recently opened a medical center in Rivers State, a cardiac vascular center, cancer center, a lot of centers for medicine. He's giving 100 scholarship to poor people's children to go and read medicine in Rivers State. He has opened a medical school in Rivers State. Do you know what it is to have a medical school? We're not talking about university teaching hospital, medical school built by French and Germans. Go and check it, go and verify. The same man is investing on education massively. I don't know what this guy is trying to do. He has turned Rivers State to another country of its own. Agriculture, in fact, he has brought people from Pakistan. They are teaching Rivers State people how to do farm, rice farm right now as we speak. With massive equipment. They've been shipped into Rivers State. I will not be surprised if Rivers State declare themselves another nation from this country. I don't know what the man's goal is, but I see a good man. I see leadership. I copy from that woman. That woman, I saw myself in that woman. I'm not perfect, but money don't move me. I like money like every other human being, but I see money as a means to an end, not a do or die affair. You can never stop looking for money. As we speak, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, all of them, Dangote are still looking for money, all of them. So why will you kill yourself? Where will you start from? You need the basis of life. Food to eat, clothes for your body, roof over your head is enough. And a few dollar bills in your account is enough. On a monthly basis is enough. You don't need to steal from the poor people. You don't even care about their education. You don't even care about their environment. You don't even care about climate change. You don't even care about their shelter. You don't care about their medicals. You don't care about nothing. But when you see somebody doing it, you are first to criticize such people. Who told you we don't have good politicians? Who told you we don't have good people who can be good leaders? But they will not be allowed. Look at Shaibu Amyari, like you said, he's already shooting guns. And you will hear more of these things. Now you expect me to go and involve in those state politics? You attack me to go and join a party? Join which party? I'm not voting for Labour Party. I'm voting for Peter Obi. And after that, I'm done. I want to observe the scenario. You don't go to market in the days lions are on the road. You don't do that. We have a bunch of animals as leaders, unfortunately. I will speak about my state. May God bless this woman. This woman is a mother, a wife. She's an auntie. She's a human being. She has blood in her vein. She has a tendency. The temptation to be greedy is in everybody. But you say no. What were you even born with? Were you born with money? Will you die with money? What will you want to be remembered for? This is what leadership is about. You don't need to steal poor people's money. How do you feel you drive past them in their squalons, in their poverty-stricken areas? Because you've taken their money abroad. How do you feel you see them walking under the sun instead of giving them a leverage? I'm not saying you should make everybody rich, but give them the basics. Create atmosphere for them to thrive. If China is building estates and dragging people, 400 million Chinese per year out of poverty, it's not difficult. Taking people from the squalons, from the slums, is very easy for government because the money is there. But we'll admit that the government does not have money. Yet, they have money to buy houses abroad. They have money to marry 200 wives. They have money to be included in Forbes magazine as the richest people on the planet after they leave office. Until you affect people, until your conscience is clear before God and before the poor people, God gave you opportunity to serve. Leadership is an opportunity. It's a privilege. It's not a right. When you have this understanding, when you are connected to your people, look at what this woman said just now. She said, how do I face them? How do I look at them? People that voted for me. When last did our governor visit people that voted for him in Edo State? When last did he visit Igworiaki? When last did he visit Ekoma? When last did he visit Uromi, Ewoimi, Ubiaja? When last did he visit Edo North, Auchi, Fuga? When last did he see the plight of the citizens who came en masse? Over 2 million voters voted for this man in Edo State. A lot of them have been forgotten. A lot of them have been slaughtered. Fulani Hesme has been unleashed on them by the same governor. I wonder the kind of human beings we have. We have beasts, animals in government houses in Africa, especially at Edo State and in Nigeria. Look at Buhari. Now he's trying to play good because he's leaving power. Thank God he's leaving power. He's trying to play good, releasing money, releasing names, quarreling with governors. But this same Buhari was the one who said to Jonathan, good luck. If he doesn't win election in 2015, he will make the government, the government circle or the country ungovernable. And he did it. Can you remember the bomb blast in Abuja before elections in 2015? The burning of churches, the killing of Christians. Can you remember the way the whole country was turned upside down by this same Buhari? Can you remember the killings at our church? Why will leaders kill their own people? Where did we get this from? How did we get here? That we lost our humanity. Countries are sending battalion to go and rescue one citizen. Donald Trump sent a department of the military of America to go and rescue an American citizen kidnapped just before that elections. And that man was rescued. 9 Boko Haram members were killed. You may say it was election time. He was trying to score political point. No. A leader is a leader. When one sheep was missing in the Bible, a man that has 100 sheep, he left the 99 with a keeper. He went after that one. When he found it, he was happy. This is leadership. You visit the gutters of your leadership circle. You don't always stay in the center. You go to the cliffs. You go to the edges. You visit them. You hear from them directly. You organize, programs to meet them one-on-one, not on radio, not on TV. When you were looking for their votes, you didn't meet them on TV. You went to their villages. You visited all the local governments. Now you've turned a bloodsucker. You've turned a vampire. You are not feeding on their blood. And when people say you are fat, you start arresting them, like Aisha Buhari is doing now. Obaseki should be ashamed of himself. He promised, like that woman said. He said, I took an oath. That's what I can also do. I took an oath to serve these people. How can I face them? How can I be receiving this kind of money? How do I show I care for the poor, for the young people who are just 19 years old as a majority? All the men were looking like baboons. They were trying to obstruct her and stop her because they've already cited the mansions they are going to buy in UK, in America. Guys, every position God gives you affect lives. Build the roads, build hospitals, build marketplaces, visit them, not only for votes. Share in their pain. When you hear somebody dies and it's a government problem, maybe it's a kidnapping situation, or maybe it's something that has to do with government, bad road, visit them, share in their pains. This is leadership. So that woman, we should look for that woman. We should write her, look for her Instagram or Facebook and encourage her. We live in a world where we don't encourage people who are doing good. We are good in encouraging celebrities who are already famous and wealthy. We are good in encouraging people who release album, new music. We dance our foolishness away. But when people are speaking well and meaning well, we just say it's one of those things. Look for such a woman. Have her pictures. Have her Instagram, whatever. Write her. Encourage her. Seek her wisdom. This is how we can move the world forward. We can make the world a better place with what God has given to us. We should stop worshiping the wrong people. We should stop worshiping criminals. Look at this woman bubbling with ideas, with love and kindness, with leadership skills. We will just wave her away with a push of the hand because we have become too materialistic. We have become carried away with the affairs of life. And we forget that the children are looking up to us for leadership, for food to eat, for the future, for the education, for security. So I praise that woman. Now that was I expect you to give us the details of that woman, and we want to know her. These are people that deserve our recognition. If possible, bring her to the platform so that our children can learn from her. We can learn from her. What is leadership? What moved her to do what she did? Who is she? Where has she been? These are the people you should think about if you really love human nature or humanity. Speaking about people in Ogun State, about dragging Labour Party in the mud. For me, I'm always skeptical of the Westerners. I'm sorry, I have to go a bit tribal here. I've seen it in history. I've seen it in business. The greed in the western side of this country has led us to where we are today. Ojukwu will tell you the same thing. Nnamdi Kanu will tell you the same thing. There is always a problem in the West. Osibajo has been there for 8 years. He disappointed us. The Westerners have a way you discuss, not all of them, I'm not generalizing. The ones I've met too. You discuss something with them 4 o'clock. Before 9 o'clock before 9 p.m., he changed his mind. I don't know. It goes behind you. Something must happen. I will not be surprised if monies have been collected from Tinubu. If Tinubu has infiltrated Labour Party, there must be cracks. Among Jesus Christ's 12 disciples, I'm sure Judas Iscariot was a Yoruba man, if you trace it very well. But, I'm not saying all Yorubas are like that. So something, I want Peter Obi now and Medati to look into it and suspend those people from the party activities, whatever position that they are holding. We don't need such distraction now. The momentum is getting, I'm sure, and in about a week, in few days time, you will hear the root of the story that Tinubu, brought out money and, try to divide, try to go into Labour Party and quench the fire. But bad news for him. The movement is of God. It cannot be stopped. The betrayal of Judas Iscariot and the denial of Peter did not stop Jesus from rising from the grave. So we continue to encourage people. I'm very happy with the way things are going. And Nigerians, please don't forget, let's contact that woman in any way we can. These are people we should keep in touch with and learn from. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, my brother, Mr. Alex. Thanks for saying it how it is. Of course, definitely we're going to look for the details of that woman. I can see someone already indicating on the comment section that I can get the details. If anybody is right here watching us right now, and you know that woman's details, our position and all that, please put it on the comment section right now. And I promise I'm going to take it from there to reach out to her so that we, like Alex said, thank you, Alex, for saying that we should reach out to her, encourage her, applaud her, for saying this, for standing for the right thing. We have a caller right here. Let me quickly pick out this call. Good evening to you, caller. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
Yeah, good evening, George. I'm Andrew calling from Italy.
All right, Mr. Andrew. Good evening to you, sir. Talk to us.
Yeah. Sorry. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Sorry, because I've always late. I always come back and watch the review of the program.
Thank you.
Like yesterday, I came home and I was so tired and all that, so I didn't join.
Okay.
Because I was so tired.
That's fine. We are live now anyway, so you have the opportunity to contribute live.
Yeah. I was trying to join the panelists, but I'm going to...
Okay, let me put the link is right there on the comment section. You want me to repost it so you can join us? Okay. Go to the comment section.
I want to respond to Alex. It's very, very important.
Okay, I'm posting it right away on the comment section. Click on the link and join me here. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, people, I'm gonna repost the link again. Normally it's pinned right there on the comment section, but sometimes people want us to repost and repost and repost. So let's do it again. The link is right there. We are streaming from 3 channels, 3 YouTube channels right now. We are not streaming from any Facebook on this particular broadcast, but 3 YouTube channels is on. So I've posted it to all the platform where we are streaming from now. So click on that link, join us here, and I'll accept you. Yes, like I said before, anybody who have the details, although I'm a good researcher, we can get it ourselves. I might even get it before we finish this, don't worry. So, but the good thing about it is that if somebody can help, it will be much better for us. Thank you very much, my brother Alex, for bringing that to our attention. It's very, very important for us to acknowledge and applaud those that are doing the good thing, not just in Nigeria, at least in Africa. Because if you have to check the situation that we all are facing, not are currently facing, not just in Nigeria, it's affecting almost all the African countries. So the African leaders are one way or the other affiliated with each other with their corruptions. Thank you very much, my brother, once again, Mr. Alex. So let me quickly hear from Shima Obi. Shima Obi, thanks for joining us. Good evening to you, and happy Saturday to you. Talk to me, my brother.
Thank you, Mr. Niger Ward. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you again for this platform, because this platform, to me, is now becoming a platform where Nigerians come and we hear. It's like our hope is being renewed. You know, because listening to that woman give me a different level of energy. Honestly, I don't believe that somebody in Nigerian National Assembly can say something like this.
Yeah.
So seeing this woman boldful enough, fearless enough to make her suggestion and comments, I only pray that God will protect her. Because it's like bomb. She just threw the bomb. And I'm telling you, this National Assembly, many is hiding in shame as of now. So thank you for this platform and thank you for this opportunity. Yes, Mr. Alex, thank you so much. I captured something from your submission. You say that you always are like afraid of the West. And I will tell you that is true, because many of them, not all, are not in one particular place. When you do something with them, they can agree with you now. In the next 1 minute, you will be surprised to hear what that person is doing against you. It is true. So, Mr. Niger Watch, what I want to tell Nigerians is this. Don't allow anybody to make you feel that you are nobody. Always feel that you count. And always feel that you have the power to influence any situation you find yourself. Let everybody bear this in mind. For that woman to make this statement, God bless her soul. God keep her family. Because in Nigeria today, look at where we find ourselves. Watch what has been happening since yesterday in Nigeria. Watch what the Northern Christians are doing. Watch the comment from Dogara. When you watch what they are doing, you will know that all the Northerners are behind Atiku. No matter what they are playing, no matter what they are coming to our face to do, it is all jamboree. It is all. Because yesterday, they make a statement that they are supporting Atiku Okowa ticket. And when you listen carefully to what Dogara and Co. said, they gave their reason. And that reason is the same reason Nigeria is burning. That reason is the same reason why Atiku came on the national, said that nobody, no Northerner should vote for the Eastern person and no Northerner should vote for the West. So all these Northern people we are seeing today, when they tell you to stand, do not. Because they are supporting their own person, which is Atiku. I'm telling you, somebody was able to, on the background, was able to video what is going on. Apart from what they were presenting, somebody was able to video what is going on. And this person shared this video. I'm telling you, I don't know why we are one Nigeria. I don't know. I don't know why these British people make us to be a one Nigeria. It doesn't work. It doesn't. And I'm telling you, from the video I watched, all these Northern elites, whether Babangida, whether any of them, they are behind Atiku. But what they are showing Nigerians, is just for us to believe in the system. But that system, they believe that they own Nigeria. So we have a very difficult task to chase. We have a very difficult task to chase. And I don't know how it will happen, but I believe that God, if it is time for Nigerians to have peace, God will give us these peace as we are chasing it. That is my earnest prayer. Looking at and seeing what is going on today, Tinubu and Co don't even know what is going on. You see all these things Tinubu are doing, they are just romancing him. The Northerners are romancing him, but the Yorubas don't know what is going on. I'm telling you, I have never speak like this before, but what I saw, it is terrible. How after 8 years in Nigeria, another Fulani from the same region want to rule us again, and the Northern Christian people are supporting that Atiku will be the president. And we are claiming to be one Nigeria. So when Maxwell will come to this platform and tell everybody that he don't believe that the election will hold, as I said the last time I came here, I have started to believe that, because all the things that they are playing, you see what INEC is doing today. INEC is doing all these things to favor the North. Nobody, do not take anything INEC is telling us that is true. INEC doesn't tell anybody the truth, because the same people that are in INEC is the same people that are romancing, that are eating, that are telling them what will happen in 2023 election. I am telling you the truth. So they have all the numbers. They have all the numbers. They have all the registered voters. They have, in fact, they have everything that they will do to make sure that another Northerner become a president 2023. But Nigerian, I pity what is coming. I'm telling you, Mr. Naija Watch, I'm not lying to you. I'm telling you the truth, and the truth that we are not supposed to be one Nigeria. Looking at practically what is going on today, we are not supposed to be one country. We are not. So for people who don't understand what Nnamdi Kanu saw, what Ojukwu saw, is the same thing that is going on, and is the same thing that is going to happen in 2023. But this time around, the youth of Nigeria has waken up. It may be more disaster than what happened before, because they have cooked this food. They have tried us to see what we can do, but we did nothing. Deborah was lynched, broad daylight, nothing happened. They tested us. NSAS happened, nothing happened. They tested us. Buhari pick Muslim ticket, nothing happened. They tested us. Everything that we make Nigerian youth and Nigerian people to say no, it's enough, it's enough. If you want to kill everybody, kill us. They have done it and nothing happened. So that is why they will still do more. And they believe that nothing will happen. And all the people that can ginger us for us to do something, they are holding them hostage. That is why I pray for this woman that exposed this National Assembly, people that are dishonorable, all of them, that I'm praying for the family, that God should protect her and guide her. Thank you, Mr. Naija Watch. I don't have anything to say, but the state of our country, we are not supposed to be one Nigeria. Before, I believe in one Nigeria, but seeing what these people are doing, seeing what, seeing the food that these people have cooked for all Nigerians, they doesn't care what happened. All the Northerners know today is that they want to remain in power, and they are the ones that will be in power. Thank you. I'm still here.
Naija Watch, please, can I answer him? Can I tell him something, please?
Yes. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead.
My dear brother, thank you for your great submission. We are here on the same mission. They will not have their way this time. That is why we have governors like Governor Wike, Governor Octom, God always raises leaders that will withstand these evil and wicked men and women, the Articles, the Tinubus, and the wicked men from the north who don't believe in one Nigeria, who is fooling us. So that's why we have people like Nigeria World using his own platform to do the needful. That's why we are here. That's why we have Obi who has risen up, who got raised at the right time, for the right place and for the right people and for the right job. So no Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigerian. The worst come to worst, we fence it. We fence it from Benue State or from Kogi down. Donald Trump has taught us how to fence a nation. So if they think they are the ones who are stupid, not us. We did our bit, and we are still doing our bit. Till today, nobody who do not remember Deborah. We're still talking about the SARS massacre. That shows that we've not gotten over anything. 2023 is their last bus stop, is their target, and they can't pay us this time. So I just wanted to calm down, understand you. We are in the same bandwagon asking for a better country. But we have leaders who are animals, who don't have conscience, who are wicked, who are occultic, bloodsuckers, vampires, who don't have need for money, but they accumulate this money until the money are getting spoiled. They go and bury this money. This is outright wickedness. But 2023, in 2-3 months' time, that is it. Get your PVC and also be ready for anything, eventuality. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother Alex. My brother Chimaobi, thank you very much for your passionate delivery. Yes, to be honest, I won't blame you when you say that you don't believe in one Nigeria, because somebody was telling me just yesterday evening here that how did we end here, on the phone conversation, that we are these people don't supposed to even be in the same country because they don't believe in us. This whole thing look like, majority of the country have been captured by few people. That's why you see that these 5G governors, I'm in support of them. Anybody that is coming here to say, these guys are fighting for their selfish interests, Wike is this, is that, his political career is gone and all that. Who cares? Who cares? I've said it over and over again here. If I'm a governor, if it's going to take me 6 months to be impeached, but that's 6 months, I will leave a footprint. It means that I will be remembered forever. Who cares if his political career is gone? And are you God? Who told you can as well stop his political career? The postmodernism have changed things where you can wake up anytime and ring election. I've said it before. INEC cannot be trusted. Nigerians must focus on INEC on this particular election. If INEC mess up, INEC, the mood of Nigerians right now, not just in Nigeria, the mood of Nigerians all over the world for this change. If now your hand, they go see say now you change them in the wrongful way. Anyway, let's move on to the next person. Mr. Collins, good evening to you, sir. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Niger Watch. Good morning, Mr. Alex. Good morning, Mr. Chubike. Good morning to each every one of you. I greet you all, and I greet the panelists, I greet the listeners as well. Mr. Niger Watch, I'm going to take a lot of time because there are so many things I want to debunk here, there are things that I don't agree. First of all, Mr. Alex, I have to thank you. I have to thank you for one or two things you just said. I want to debunk on something that the last caller said. I want to make him to understand something because there is something I don't agree. When it comes to this P2B movement, when it comes to this OB movement, I never been a fan of being a one Nigeria. But there's something when I'm supporting somebody, I have to tick the boxes. If that person can tick my boxes, I will not support that person. I want people to stop this when it comes to, let me tell you how news work in Nigeria, all part of the world. Once you start following anybody that may be supporter of article, if you start liking anything like they are posting, they will start bringing people that write the same thing that article, the algorithm will start providing such people for you. Those people that project article movement Or if you start liking to Tinubu tweet, they will start projecting you. People that post everything, any contents that concern Tinubu, they will refer. It's like when you go to YouTube, like Nigeria what you say, yeah. If you like all this YouTube, now once you start liking it, they will start bringing things that are related to this project now. They will start bringing related things to you. You see all the related information that concern P2B. Now I want to debate someone that talk about this not. I don't care who Dogara is or whoever he is. Let me tell you, the North people I used to follow here, one I serve in Kebbi State, the North people I used to follow about P2B movement, they people keep deceiving themselves. The way Northern are doing P2B campaign is different from the way even I would suggest that even we from the South should learn how they are doing this P2B campaign. They are doing it in a way, in a rugged area. When I mean rugged, they are doing it as into your doorstep. One, they use radio. That is one. They don't. If you are waiting for Northern to come and start publishing something for you, first of all, where they capture people is through radio because the Northerners hear radio more than anybody in Nigeria. They listen to radio more than anybody in Nigeria. They listen to radio. So they are using radio and also going to house to house. They are going their campaign house to house. A lot of Twitter I used to follow because if you want to get information, I will advise you to go to Twitter space. Go to Twitter. That is where you get what is happening in Nigeria. I don't believe on Instagram. I don't go on all those. If I want to get things that happen in Nigeria or things that happen about P2B movement, I go to Twitter. When I go to Twitter, I will see how everything. You see how everything is being happen. You see how people are canvassing for P2B, people in the north. And if anybody telling you that the Christians in the north are not voting for P2B, that person is a bloody liar. When I mean a bloody liar, that person is a bloody liar. And people should stop talking about this, about the houses are more popular. They are not popular. And the people stop deceiving themselves in that manner. Because when we keep projecting this kind of idea, it's kind of giving them that kind of claim. Because when people keep giving them this kind of idea that they are popular, they now start claiming that thing they keep prophesying. Then we keep like inheriting those kind of things, maybe try to agree on that. The Northerners, when you come, I even tell people, when you go to North, the Northern Christians and the Northern Muslims are 50-50. It's just because we from the South, most of us are Christian. You don't used to answer maybe our traditional name, maybe Igbo name or Edo name or something that we choose to put English name. You will see any Christian answering Dogara or all those kind of a thing. But you wouldn't know. You thought maybe that person is Muslim, but he's not a Muslim. He's a Christian. So if anybody deceiving he or herself to claim that maybe because Dogara will come out and say something, the other week he saw the other man, they have fraction. You don't agree that every Northern politician, every Northern Christian politician will agree on P2B movement. So they will have a fraction. So don't, because a certain fraction come out and say they are endorsing article, you now generalize it that the Northern Christians are going to vote for article. Where are you not there when the last man came and endorsed P2B? Are you not there when the last person come and endorsed P2B? So are you telling me that man now don't have any influence in the Christians in the North? So when people keep moving, selling all this news that APC and PDP keep throwing to them, it baffles me and it makes me irritate me a lot. It's like somebody coming and telling me that Igbo people don't have a voting number. Are you crazy? Even the voting population in the Nigeria, I think people will have the majority of voting population. If you get 12 million people in the Southeast, are you talking about other part of Nigeria? There's Igbo people, other part of Nigeria. They are voting. So where are you going? Are you going to count those people as Hausa people? Yeah, they are Igbo people. So when people come talking about Igbo have small number, I keep like, whose planet these people are coming from? The numbers of Igbos in Lagos, remove the citizens, who are the more population there, in the west, in the north. So those are the Igbo people there. So they are voting there as well. So when they are voting there, they are voting the name of Igbo people as well. So I don't like people to kind of, sending all this initiation that APC are throwing to you, and you people keep helping them promoting these ideas. I don't like it. When they promote this idea, your work as if you call yourself obedient movement, you debunk it and give the reason that this is not true. It's false. You just give the reason that it's a lie. So because of Dogara now come out and say so, you now want me to agree because of what Dogara said. What about the last man that said something last week? So I should debunk on that man. I shouldn't agree on what that man said. So in every organization, they have a fraction. Some people will say, we don't agree. Some people, even in my own village, I'm not going to tell you that everybody in my village is going to vote for P2B. There will still be some people that will still say they want to vote for Atiku. Okay, because of those people, I'll now say, okay, denounce that my village is not going to vote for P2B. I don't. You see that you see the particular one, my brother. I want you to remove it in your head. Remove it. Even don't even bring it here in this, because when you keep bringing it here, most people will be discouraged. It's like this is true. It's not true. Those things are purely lie. And I used to follow people. Go on Twitter. If you want, I can share you so many links. Go, you see how people are canvassing for people to be in the north, and they are doing it more than we said. They are doing it door to door, even building houses for their people there. They will build houses, they will do everything there. They are doing it rugged way. So if anybody telling you that maybe people, there's a man that came to Arise News that few days ago. He was Arise News an interview. That man owned an aircraft. He is from Bruno. He's campaigning for people, telling you that in Brunei, in his own community, in his own state, the local government, people are everywhere people be. So a caliber that is somebody like that man can come out and tell me something that he said I should debunk it because of Dogara come out and say something. What do I expect from Dogara? Do I expect if Dogara come out, do I expect because of somebody I know already? So what do you expect me to do? So I don't want people to start listening to this hashtag. I don't want. And one thing, let me tell you, sir, anybody that is telling that the INEC is going to win this election, debunk it is going to be a far lie. Nigeria have passed that level. People should understand this election is different from what will happen from 2007, 2019, 2011, 2015. This election is far bigger. And Nigeria have had a little test of it. That 2020, NSAS of 18 have given Nigeria a test, a little test what is going to happen in Nigeria if anybody dare tamper with this election, as in a little test. So, and average Nigeria, this P2B scene is not like a party thing. People should remove themselves from this party mentality. People are not voting for P2B because of the Labour Party. This is a movement. There is a difference between movement and the party stuff. Movement is a different thing. Movement is like a cancer. So if people should be maybe hoping that we should vote because it's Labour, you are not doing Labour. This is not Labour Party. Even people don't care about any governor, anybody contesting. They're all focusing on P2B. That to show you how the different this election is. Even in that INEC, as I'm telling you, INEC chairman, in his own family, he have obedient movement there. So it's a different thing. So I just want to clear that aspect, sir. Anybody that is telling you that because of Dogara come out and say the Northern Christian is going to vote for Atiku, then we all, both Mr. Niger World, all of us should clap and say we are accepted. The Northern Christians are going to vote. And that is a lie. Right. So, and another thing again, concerning what the video he just said, there's one point that woman made there. He said, as a politician, you volunteer yourself. When you volunteer yourself to serve people, you don't need to expect people to pay you because you volunteer yourself. I bring myself to serve people. There's a difference between you volunteer and somebody appointing you. When Nigeria appoints you, then we cannot pay you. But you practically said, I want to serve my country. So when you are practically saying, I want to serve my country, those are things that are expected from you. You have to sacrifice a lot of things. There's a news I saw, Chinese news, reading about the money that ex-governors used to collect in Nigeria, the allowances. When all that alone will make you would like to faint when you're hearing the allowances that people are collecting. As somebody that is not even serving, is not only serving, somebody is not even doing anything, is collecting a lot of money. So those things like, I don't know how to say it, but my most focus is this thing now. I just want you to stop believing in all those kind of area that people are trying to say. I beg. So anywhere where you see anybody that trying
who are you referring to not to believe on what people are saying?
After Mr. Alex, the last speaker that speak before after Mr. Alex, you understand? So stop believing what Dogara said or what anybody said. If anybody brought anything, debunk it. So that is my own thing. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Collins. I appreciate your contribution right there. Before we move on, we have someone on the phone. Before that, I want to appreciate Kingsley Ugerahi. Thank you very much for the super chat. May God bless you. Please, guys, help me to share this broadcast and like the broadcast as well. The dollar sign is right there on the comment section. Click on it. Encourage what we're doing here. God bless you all. Let me talk to the person on the phone. Elmi, good evening to you. Thanks very much for calling and talk to us.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys can hear me because I'm actually driving.
Yeah, we can. We can. Very clear. Go ahead.
Okay. I just want to say good evening, everybody. I know it's evening over there, but it's like morning right here, 9 a.m. I've not been able to join you guys because I've been writing my exams. So it's just so sad. Today is a very sad day for me. you know, because I've seen a whole lot of stuff that is going on, you know. I just saw what the Northern Christians did, you know, with their endorsement and other stuff, saying all kind of stuff about the party. And then the one that killed me, the one that really, really finished me, was the fact that we have these two, I'm not sure what to call these people that went on, is it Arise TV?
Yeah.
And we're seeing some derogatory stuff about the Labour Party. Like, I was shocked. Like, I don't even know how that happened. Like, where is all this coming from? You know, when the first time I saw that guy, the is it the Bambobi or whatever his name is? The guy, I'm not sure what his name is. When the very first time I saw him, you know, something tells me this guy is a threat to this party. Yeah, I'm not sure the problem he has with the DG, but he was not supposed to do what he did. Like, it is just way out of like whatever they just did. Because listen, we have less than 90 days to the elections. Like, there is no room for errors. Like, there is no room for what they just did. Talking about forgery, about the party, like, what is all that? I don't know, you know, but one thing I'm confident about, you know, because I'm listening to the violence space for the obedient movement. Listen, that space is like, it re-energizes you. I'm just letting you guys know, if you all do not know about that space on Twitter, you all need to go take a look at it. You need to listen. Listen, these guys are fire. Like, no matter what is going on, they do not want to hear anything that you say about PO. They're coming after you. Yeah, that's what it is. I think right now they're going to be after his tail. The guy that said whatever he said, you know, like they're trying to dismiss some DG, you know. So that space is a very good space for us, you know. I had Mr. Alex, you know, he was talking. I think I had Mr. Ike, you know. Yeah, it is really sad, to be honest, you know. But as obedient that we are, we also have to stay put, you know, keep the fire moving. Forget about what's Labour Party. I don't even care about Labour Party. No, it's PO that I know, PO and Dati. Exactly. Those are the people I know. Yeah, I don't care about those motherfuckers. Like, where was Labour Party before PO came in? Yeah. You know, now he has the guts to be saying stuff. Like, who the hell are you? Who knows you? Nobody know you. Yeah, we don't know who you are. You know? You're not going to come on air like, okay, now he's even saying that PO do not even know anything about it. Why did you not bring it to PO? You should have told him that this is what is going on. You know, you have a problem with the DG. Why don't you sort it out with the DJ? Why would you drag PO to this? Because you know this man is like they're fighting this man.
But the answer,
he is from the most marginalized section of the country. You know what I'm saying? And then you are gonna stick your ass out. You come on the media and you say something like this at this crucial point. Listen.
Okay.
At this point, we do not want anybody criticizing PO. I don't care what he does. Whatever he says is okay by me. You know what I'm saying? I know that we obedient. We know that. There is no room for criticism at this point. Anybody who has anything to criticize, shove it down your ass. We do not need it right now.
Thank you.
It is crazy. We don't need this. We need to win this election. People are suffering. Mr. Niger, what? You know what? Let me just go. I'll call you guys
later.
Thank
you, Emmy.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to express myself, but I'm really angry.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
We don't need it right now. You know.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. God bless you. All right, my people, we have not seen Hemi like that before. She's very, very upset now. As you can see, every consecrated supporter of Peter Obi is supposed to be very, very upset at this particular moment. Seeing one or two people have been compromised or bought by Tinubu coming out to discredit Labour Party and DG. That's why I came out. We need to counter these people. We need to talk about these people. And the good thing about it is that Nigerians are already reacting to this. You know, they are attacking them already. And I also like the way Arise TV handled it, that both of you have been dismissed before. How come if you have been dismissed, you are here talking about Doyin Okupe? Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. Thanks for calling in. Emmy, I appreciate you. I will have another caller here before I move on. Hello. Good evening to you. Your name and where you calling us from?
Good evening.
Good evening, madam. What's your name?
Yeah,
Where you
good
calling us
evening,
from?
my brother. Yes, I'm watching your program, so I just decided to add your number to my WhatsApp and call you back
Thank you very
because
much.
of what to react to what the other speaker, the second speaker before the last one.
Okay.
Yes, that's why I'm going to react. Exactly what the last speaker said, that the Northerners, they are really, all of them, a majority are supporting Peter Obi. So for people to be discussing that what Dogara has said, Dogara is only speaking for only a few. Dogara is speaking for only a few. People like Ebuba and the rest, Baba Chalawa, they are Christian Northerners and a lot of Christian Northerners. You understand? So Dogara is only speaking for the Christian elite, not for the majority, the downtrodden Christian of the North that are suffering under this Buhari regime. So we, as the other man said, we should not take it as if it's the be-all and the end or no. It's not at all. Majority of the, look at the poll coming out from the middle belt. The middle belt, all of them, is Obi captured the whole middle belt. They are all Christians, according to Ebuba. Middle belt is the Christian belt of the North. You understand? So it is not what the other man said. We should not take it high, because if we are saying it like that, no, we say, okay, don't we? They will now have their doubt that if they vote for Peter Obi, see what will happen, what they have been afraid for. So when people are bringing such a discussion, you people should try and point them down, not to continue with it.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Thank you very much. Come, mama. Come, mama. Come, mama. I talk by you. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Come, mama.
I'm always looking. Once it's 5:30, 6 o'clock, Central European time.
Oh, wonderful. Where's your mama? Come, mama. Come, mama. Come, mama. Okay, bye. Come, mama. Bye. It's a come, mama. All right. Thank you very much, my people. We need to move on right now. I appreciate you all. Kingsley Ogeraki, thanks very much once again for the super chat. Others, you can do the same thing. I have someone calling in again. I hope. Call us. Oh, good evening to you. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
My brother, it's me, Andrew. My daughter just sent me out. I don't know what happened.
Okay, you want me to post the link again?
No, don't worry. Let me just talk.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So, as power, let me just first of all respond to Alex.
Okay.
One thing I would just say here is that Alex should not try and promote Oshomole that Oshomole did well in Edo State. One thing, Oshomole didn't do well in Edo State. Oshomole collected 1 trillion naira throughout the 8 years he spent in Edo State.
Number one, I'm not Oshomole's fan.
Alice, please.
I'm not Oshomole's person. They are all
hold on, please. Don't.
Please, I would like to respond to him later. Thank you.
Go ahead, sir.
One thing I would say, I'm supposed to be a politician before I left the country. I know how many of my friends that were supposed to be in the House of Assembly of Edo State, that this late man personally put in the House of Assembly without nothing. But I decided to leave. I said, this is not how to play politics, for God's sake. But Alex, I will tell you one thing today. Oshomole, Obaseki, they are all criminals. The only thing we need to do right now, let's all come together and bring in Peter Obi, that will change everything for us. That is our prayer right now. That is all we have to do right now. Let's forget these people. Forget these people. What they have done before. Oshomole, if you go and check how much Edo State is owing, unless you will run. Don't ever promote those people again. They are bad people. They are bad influence for us. We the adults. Forget about Shomole. Please. I wanted to respond to you yesterday. I couldn't because I was so tired. I came back from work. I was so tired.
So, sir,
I couldn't
how did
Please.
Sorry.
These people are bad people.
Mr. Andrew, how did he promote Oshomole? Because I know Alex to be one of the people that have constantly criticized Oshomole on this platform. So I would like you to go straight to the point. How did he promote Oshomole?
He said Oshomole did well in Edo State. Oshomole didn't do well in Edo State.
Okay, good. Okay.
Upon all the money collected.
No, for me, to the best of my knowledge, Oshomole did not do anything good in Edo State. So for me,
thank you, my brother.
Yes. But
thank you.
That's fine. I think it was, I don't know. I cannot really speak for him. I'll give him the opportunity to respond to that later on. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, Alex. I love you so much.
Thank you.
I love you.
Thank you, my brother. Yeah. All right. Alex, no, not now. Bullet point it down. I'll come back to you. We have other people here. Just put it down. When I come back to you, respond to that. Not right now. I would like to move on now to Mr. Shubuzo. After Shubuzo, I'll come back to you, Alice. Mr. Shubuzo, good evening to you, sir. Thanks for joining us. Please talk to us.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good day, everyone listening.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Niger Watch.
Yes, sir.
You see, what everybody must understand in Nigerian affairs is number one, and let me take it from that very woman that made that speech. You know, these people who are calling themselves elected leaders, you can see their flop, especially in Africa here. Look at what that woman is saying, that we elect you here to solve the problem of the people, not increase their salary, And out there, people are looking upon them. What are they coming here to do? What are they bringing home to affect the people directly so that the people can get the service? This public office is, the people invested their power in this representative. But when they go there, they will go there and they disappoint. They don't even know the reason why they are there. That is the funny thing, But what happened in this leadership, especially in Nigeria, Mr. Niger Watch, how can you be a public servant under government administration? You cannot afford a house throughout your career. You cannot afford to buy a car. You cannot support your needs. But you are working in official, you are into official level, into the system. Government cannot support life in a country that have it in abundance. When you get employed, look at those people that they're working in, like working class in Nigeria. Look at their standard of life. Look at the kind of standard of life they are living. They can't even afford a house. They can't even afford a new car. What I'm talking about, new car, decent car. They can't even afford it. Maybe if they don't do one or two things to make it up. Most of the money people are making, even in Nigeria, maybe most of the people are sending it from abroad, or those who are in abroad are making Nigeria to bubble. Look at the standard of living. Nobody can work in as a government official. We go home with a decent salary, go home in a day, that salary will be paid. Nobody can survive in that kind of situation. 30,000 naira minimum wage. Everybody not understand. Everybody communicating here right now understand how much that money means wherever you're situated. How can people who live in that kind of Nigeria, waking up every day, going to work, at the end of the year, there is no thing to show about it? It's very frustrating. You are not encouraging those workers. You are not just encouraging them at all. You are killing their spirit, and they cannot function the way you want it. Everything must be scattered because nothing is being funded. Even though they fund it, somebody from different departments will hijack the money. You know, and nobody will talk anything. Nobody will say anything about it. So, Mr. Niger Watch, Nigeria needs to create a standard of living. If we have a government that when you are working as a civil servant, you'll be proud of yourself, that is when Nigeria would be in a different state. You know, we are suffering really massively in Nigeria. The whole Nigeria, up as we're talking here, we can't have a common running water in our home. Why our tap are not running? Why our common tap are not running? What is wrong with us? Those are the infrastructure government needs to just invest. Every month they will be collecting revenue. Why are they not doing all these things? How can you bring a doctor to become a governor? Instead of him to go to his field and practice, you bring him to governor. What do you expect for him to do? You bring a lawyer to become a governor. What do you expect him to do? That is not their field at all. They won't give you any results. Whether they have PhD of what? Whether they have degree of what? You can go abroad there and get a degree if you want to get it. But what is the application that you have to occupy this very position? We are getting everything wrong. Look at Osubanjo. Osubanjo is a pastor, right? But look at where he is. He finds himself. A place that is completely confused. Instead of him to be praying in a church or whatever this thing that he have, you know, to be, you know, rehabilitating people to change to Christ. But now you put him in a place that he gets completely confused. He doesn't know about administration. The same thing with the Buhari as a military general. What you understand is arming people go and fight and kill. That is his field of understanding. And to look at the position we gave him. What did we get today? Is it not the same military style of leadership? What are we expecting? Because these are people who don't understand administration, you know. So, Mr. Niger, what we need people who can be able to keep people who are, especially working class in Nigeria, in a standard, so that they can afford their needs. If they cannot afford their needs, there's no need of them working. That administration cannot work. Anywhere, with any company, you invest your money and pay your workers below the wages, that company won't survive. It's very difficult for it to survive. If you cannot pay the wages, don't employ. But if you can do that, you will see how the economic cycle will be booming and running. Nobody will beg for anybody for food, but every corporation must be active and working normal. Nigeria, we don't have all this system. We don't have system at all. We can't get it right. And that is why you are seeing all these flashing points or where and there, here and here. You'll be seeing all this news that make headline, but it doesn't have any effect, you know, because there's no way you can be able to get all these people accountable. So, Mr. Niger Watch, we are getting things wrong in Nigeria. If we can change the way we think, change the way we behave, change the way, you know, we centralize things, you know, put it in a positive way so that Nigeria can be able to prosper. Regardless, we don't, this religion, look at where this religion have put in us. Look at where tribalism have put in us. And we keep on advocating for it. And the funny thing is, they say they want to put every school, their local dialect. You can see how dumb these governments are. From the small one that we're trying to understand, they want to bring us behind again. So that before you will study Hausa, study Yoruba, study Igbo, you don't reach 90 years. Then before you acquire a degree, start the learning Idoma, because they learn Shakiri. that means you are gone, yet to your grave then, because we want to learn all the whole languages. Why can't we construct one language and follow it up? Most of the Western world, those superpowers speak with one voice. They speak with one voice. And we are busy here. You know, every time we have a common crisis, we go back to ethnic. And that is not what we are hoping for this time around. Mr. Niger, what Nigerians need to do more to make sure that we take these people out of power. Anybody who advocating to vote another northerner in Nigeria that means that person is advocating for division. And you can see how desperate those people who doesn't want it look like. We need to make sure that anything it takes, we have to take it the way, in short, as is the heart. We go carry and purport as is the heart. You know, Mr. Niger, what? We need to carry them as in the boy. We go carry them as in the heart.
As in the
you
heart.
see?
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
God bless you, sir. Thank you very much. We have another segment here today. Before that, let me quickly give Alex, you have 1 minute. Quickly respond to this. Thank you.
First of all, let me respond to the caller. Thank you, Mr. Najawash. I have never supported Oshomole, and I will never support Oshomole. For me, but when you do something good, even as bad as this present governor is, I will say it. It doesn't mean I support you. These are all a bunch of thieves. Oshomole brought in this present government. And another thing, let me object my brother here a little bit when he said, when you say a doctor has no business with governance, yes, I will agree. But when you said a lawyer has no business with governance, no. Public administration is part of law. Yes, JF Kennedy was a lawyer. Barack Obama was a lawyer. Jeff Kennedy was a journalist, rather. Barack Obama was a lawyer. Bill Clinton was a lawyer. Nelson Mandela was a lawyer. So we've not had the right people in position. So just that Obi has demonstrated from his 8 years of governance, beyond all reasonable doubt, that up till now, no indictment, no rape case, no criminality. So this man, that's what puts in my head, even if he's not from although I heard he studied philosophy. So the point is lawyers can be good.
No, sorry. It's a slip of tongue. It's a slip of tongue. Sorry. It's a slip of tongue.
Okay, thank you. Yes, we are learning. Even me, I'm learning from you. We are learning. All right, Mr. Nanjawash, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate every one of you for your time with us. I'd like us to quickly move on to the next segment here. Thank you. Please endeavor to share this broadcast and like the broadcast. We are not going to be here for so long today. Let's talk about this. Sowore was interviewed yesterday. I would like us to listen to him where he actually talked to Nigerians over the people that have been putting us in this space that we all are facing right now. Remember, Sowore was the one I was supporting before Peter Obi emerged. Yes, I've said it before on this platform. The reason why I'm supporting Peter Obi today over Sowore is because Peter Obi have demonstrated more of what he can do for us than Sowore. And Nigerians have embraced Peter Obi more than Sowore, right? And okay, I won't go back there. If you ask me, since tomorrow, I want Sowore and Peter Obi to work together. It's my dream. And you never know when your dream can be answered by God. So let's listen to what Sowore have to say here.
Thank you for bringing me.
All right, the campaign trail is a thick and arduous one. February 2023 seems like it's a short time away. A lot of individuals are watching your campaign and criticizing, maybe even saying that it might not take you all the way to the presidency. Regardless, if there is a chance that you do not make it all the way, are you prepared to join up with another presidential campaign, with another party, that is, if you see that getting towards February, things are not going the way you want to in order to realize your political ambitions?
No, our political party philosophy and ideology is different. I don't know where you got the impression from that my campaign or our campaign cannot take us to the presidency. Which campaign takes people to the presidency? Is it the pay-to-play campaign, or the paparazzi we see all over the place of people pretending to campaign in echo chambers? That's not how to judge who will go to the presidency. It's the people who decide who will go to the presidency that will be reaching out to these people, Nigerians.
Okay, you tweeted a couple of hours ago that when I hear them say Nigeria's situation is complex, I say elect a leader who understands how to use simplicity to resolve complexity. Now, I'd like you to break that down for us. If given a chance to become the next president of the country, how would you tackle the issues of security, education, economy, healthcare, corruption, and all the myriad of challenges that the country is facing at the moment?
So the reason why I use the word complexity is because that's one excuse, the biggest alibi that our old political elite used to confuse the Nigerian people. Everything is complex to them. Security is complex. And then they went and brought a retired general. He couldn't solve it. Economy is complex. They went and brought a banker. He can't solve it. Education is complex. They went and brought a bricklayer. They can't solve it. Petroleum supply is complex. They went and brought a nuclear physicist. They can't solve it. But they throw all this at you, these vocabularies at you and I, because they don't want us to believe that Nigeria can be fixed in any way. Part of the reason why I say Nigeria is not complex, I speak from the point of geography, that Nigeria is just a small country in terms of size. The entire country of Nigeria is just about the size of Alaska. In fact, Alaska, one of the states in the U.S., is bigger than Nigeria. If you fly from one section of Nigeria to the other extreme, it takes you less than an hour and 15 minutes. And there's a country called the United States of America that takes you 6 hours to fly across from the east to the west, and is governed by one person as president. And that person doesn't tell you every day is complex because he knew what he was going for in the first place. So the simplicity of it is that there's a lot of low-hanging fruits out there in terms of how to solve the security problem, first by ensuring that you motivate, you incentivize, you provide weapons, you provide leadership for the security agencies, you make sure that security agents are doing what they should be doing and not what they should not be doing. Police should be policing, the army should protect territory, the customs should collect duties and ensure that the immigrations ensure that borders are safe. If you have all these delineated areas of security, specialties, you will not be complaining every day about some of the simplest crimes that you can solve. When it comes to education, invest in education. You have a problem with ASU, don't make it look like you can't solve it by providing just 200 billion naira to start, to ensure that ASU goes off strike. We have investment that is needed in healthcare. Make the investment because the money has been assigned several times. Every year you always bring us huge budgets, you pad it, Nigerians don't complain, but when it's time for implementation and delivery, you start telling us that it's complex. If Nigeria is complex, why is it so easy to steal from Nigerians? Why is it so easy to manipulate the system and game the system? This is the reason why I keep saying Nigeria is not complex. What you have are people who have no capacity whatsoever, and you keep promoting them as the real deal. That's been promoted to govern the country. You are not going to have a Nigeria that works when you keep giving social and political promotion to people who have failed Nigeria over these years, and you make them the frontline candidates. The media is complicit in this regard. People who don't come for interviews, you keep inviting their spokespersons, they never talk to you. But when it's time for debate, you say these are the frontline candidates. Who decided that they are frontline candidates when they don't even talk about issues?
Okay. Thank you very much, my people. The reason why I brought this here is two things. One, I 100% agree with Omoyele Sowore when I watched this interview. When you're talking about complexity in Nigeria, our leaders have hid all that name complexity. Nigeria is complex. Everything is difficult. The previous government have messed up so many things that we could not sort out. We are working hard. Like Oshomole just said 3 days ago, that the petroleum system, Jonathan messed it up. In fact, Obasanjo messed it up. Jonathan messed it up before it goes to their turn. So they have tried their best and all that. That's why you see scarcity of petrol across Nigeria. Listen, Anomoyele Sowore went as far by using America as a case study, saying that the highest journey you can go in Nigeria is 1 hour 30 minutes with flights. Why in America we have a state within America you can travel with 6 hours inside America. Don't forget, some of us that live in the United Kingdom, our flight from UK to Lagos, Murtala Mohammed Airport, is 6 hours. So it means inside America you can fly 6 hours with flights. Why did he went that far? He's saying there is only one president that rules there. Before you go there, like our principal, Mr. Peter Obi, have said, you have to know what to do now. Not when you get there, you'll be saying, I did not prepare. That's why you see that our principal have set the pace. Mr. Peter Obi has set the pace. Now all of them are following the same pace. So for me, I brought this here. The complexity. Oh, Nigeria is hard. Nigeria is this. The Boko Haram has been there before. The Boko Haram was there in PDP time. How do you expect the APC to just eradicate and sort all of them out at the same time? Oh, the petroleum and NNPC have been a problem before. How do you expect? What are you talking about? Obviously, you knew this problem have been there. Before you came to Nigerians, you want to be their president. Look, light, Tinubu that many of you are crying for today, promised that we will get light during the time he was campaigning for Buhari. He promised the students that they are going to get student bursary during the time he was campaigning for Buhari. Today, they didn't do no. So I like this. So I would like us to listen to this last part before we talk on this. Thank you.
That you have shared that with us. We only have a little bit more time left, and you come across as very upset, very annoyed, very irritated, and it's understandable. The things that are going on in this nation, it's nothing to laugh about. You have been thrown in jail, you have been detained, you have been villainized. We have been watching you for years as you have been trying to realize this, your political ambition of becoming president, and surely it has grated on your nerves. But as other people are watching, as you said, competent people who can step into the arena to help, they watch your own journey and they're discouraged. I mean, you're an individual who lives out of, I assume lives out of the country and has a family and a life out there. You have things going on for you, but you are in this political system and it is dirty, it is dangerous, and it is petty. We know the reasons why you're in there. You want to get all the way to the end, but what ways can you convince other Nigerians who are competent to join in on the crusade in order to save the country? Because we've been saying this for years, competent people are not joining as fast or getting the positions that they need to be for whatever reason. How can that be changed? Because until that is changed, it seems like we're going to be repeating the same cycle of politics that we have seen since the beginning of time.
Well, let me thank you. You want to see me smile sometimes? Yes, really. I can smile, but you know, it's very disheartening. It's very disheartening, and anybody with due respect to Nigerians, anybody who's lived in this country and seen this country degenerate and just been thrown down the hill, you know, ideas and competent people being thrown down the toilet would always be upset. It's justified and righteous anger to know that people don't need to live in poverty, but they are being impoverished and denigrated and dehumanized by a few people. So that's why you should understand, I'm not so ambitious I want to become president, but I want to live in a country that accepts me as a human being, because I've had some opportunity to live in countries that are not even mine, and they care about me somehow. You know, why would my own country become an appetite of black people? That's why you see I'm angry. But you see, when you talk about competent people are also watching. You know, a lot of competent people are complacent. A lot of competent people are afraid because they've seen what happened to the few competent people out there who have staked their lives and their reputation and how they have been dragged all over the place. You mentioned the last 4 years, as a citizen of this country, I have not been allowed to leave Nigeria. They seized my passport. They shot at me, they detained me, they killed my brother in this country. So, but that's not the reason why I'm contesting. I'm not contesting to come avenge, you know, the killing of my brother. They've been handling me this way since I was 18 years old when I arrived at the University of Lagos as a freshman in 1989. So, nothing to worry about. But I want a situation where competent people can have the breathing space to do good. The problem with Nigeria is that the space to do good has shrunk to zero, and we need to expand that space both democratically, socially, and economically. And you see this country bloom. I don't want to live forever in a country that's in darkness. I don't want to live in a country that cannot construct 100 kilometers of road in 20 years. I don't want to live in a country where students have to be out of school for 9 months out of 12, you know, because of a disagreement. And I don't want to live in a country where people get asked, where would you get money from? And the thieves completely in the country are getting money to buy whatever they want. They buy every toy in this world, Rolls Royce, they buy private jets, they build houses, you know, empty mansions all over the place. And we keep asking those who need the money, where are we going to get the money from? And that's something that we need to address. But we are putting our lives on the line to ensure that maybe one day the country will produce that space for competent people, good people, and people with great ideas and knowledge to have a space. Because right now, everybody has come to accept almost as a rule that incompetent people are the ones that we believe in. We believe in the thieves amongst us to rule us. We believe in the drug barons amongst us to organize our country. We believe in those who game the system, those who change the system, violators of human rights. Those are the prominent people in our country. They are the ones who get the chieftaincy titles, they get the national honors. And competent people are, you know, just consigned to the dustbin. I want a reversal of that, why incompetent, wicked, and dishonest people are tossed into the dustbin of history in our country so that the competent people of Nigeria can fix Nigeria. Nigeria needs to be fixed and is urgent, and it's something that must be done without delay. Otherwise, as I keep saying, there'll be a revolution, and you can't stop it.
Exactly. Yes, otherwise there'll be a revolution. Yes, more or less Sowore. To be honest, more Nigerians would have been jubilating today if we were working together with Mr. Peter Obi, because I'm sorry to say this for some of you that's following Omoyele Sowore. You know, Omoyele Sowore cannot win this particular election. It's not possible. No say in go verse if you see this video, waiting me talk so. Yes, you know, is the fact. I wish he's working with Peter Obi. I would have been very, very happy, to be honest. And two, Omoyele Sowore have already revealed what he's going to do to these leaders when he becomes a president. You know what that means? These leaders will prefer to die to allow someone like Omoyele Sowore become a president, because they already know all of them will go to jail, according to the way he talks all the time. You heard when those correspondents were saying that they have never seen him smile. The guy is very, very bitter. He's angry. I wish he carried this anger now, join Peter Obi, say, okay, let's do this, because the people are clamoring for you. But this is one of the things I'm saying. Everybody wants Nigeria to change, but the collaboration for the right people, we are not doing it. As you can still hear from the Arise correspondent, they're asking him indirectly for any reason by February, Omoyele Sowore, you are not close, even when we are seeing it now that he's not working how he's supposed to be. They ask him, will you join other party? He still said no. You see, sometimes this ego, sometimes we need to bring it down our shoulder. We'll bring it down. We'll bring it down. You know, because when we continue to be like this, in Abugada, they call them, you know, they work most of the time. You know, they work. Just imagine, my people. I don't know if you guys are seeing what I'm saying. Just imagine Omoyele Sowore was in the same camp with Mr. Peter Obi. They are working together. You know, Just imagine the mood where Nigerians could be right now. I say Nigerians don't like Omoyele Sowore. Nigerians like Omoyele Sowore, but they know say no be time be this particular one, this race. Na Peter Obi time. So why can't you just say, okay, no problem, let's work together? Although you have desisted, a bit from not talking about Peter Obi anymore. They talk about Peter Obi anymore. So who knows? Remember, I said those people say by February, if this thing gets as it be. So that means they can still collaborate at that particular time. Who knows? I don't watch 4 interviews in the past 6 weeks. I never talk about Peter Obi anymore. Who knows? Something might be going on that you and I we are not aware of. He also went as far by saying that the people, the media, especially the mainstream medias, are clamoring for as the front runners. They don't attend interviews. Who Omoyele Sowore they talk? Yeah, I cannot say it's my principal. Because my principal, they attend all interviews. Now, Tinubu and Atiku. And upon all that, these people are still promoting them. I would like us to talk on this. This is our last topic for today. Thank you very much, my people. I'm going to be starting with Mr. Alice. Mr. Alice, now your turn again. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Najawash. Thank you. So there's no time limit, and I can talk to tomorrow, right?
No, you cannot talk to tomorrow. You have 5 minutes.
I'm joking. Okay, I just want to find your mouth. Anyways, I still remain a fan of Sowore. Yes, people like this are presidential materials, whether now or later. The guy has shown consistency, has shown tenacity, has shown integrity. The guy has shown great zeal in the belief of his own vision and ideology, which is some of the ingredients or the parameters or the apparatus or apparatchik of good governance or good leadership. The charismatic display of Omoyele Sowore over the years has put him on the spotlight in the minds of Nigerian youth. Just that somehow, somewhere, Peter Obi managed to sell himself first or recently to the people of Nigeria by decamping from the wicked political party he was in before, the PDP. And his antecedents, his personality is quite similar to Omoyele Sowore, just that one was a governor and one was a student union president. Yes, he's right. We celebrate criminals. Even the media stations, the so-called arrest channel, all of them, channels must be billionaires now. They are rich because they keep inviting thieves into their studio to come and grant interviews, to come and express themselves. They always invite criminals and give them chance to pass their messages. Omoyele Sowore said the truth. But I want to also join you to appeal, Mr. Najawash, that Omoyele Sowore should try and join the bandwagon. There's time for everything. He's a very young man. He's just 50 or 51. He has time. So Nigeria is fast at growing with emergence of Peter Obi, the tribal politics. Even the Northerners are ashamed of themselves now that they claim that we are one Nigeria, but they want to dominate. And the domination is being resisted now by the whole nation. So we should stop clamoring for thieves. We should stop clamoring for criminals. People who never cared that schools were shut down for 8 months in the name of ASU strike. People who kept quiet when Deborah was lynched. A first lady who is busy arresting a young man who called her fat. Yet, she kept quiet when Deborah was killed. She called herself a first lady. She is not a first lady. Aisha Buhari is a last lady. The first lady, my foot. So these are the people Sowore is talking about. She pretends not to know the whereabouts of her husband, if the man is alive or not. Yet, she's part of the cabal, going to Dubai every now and then. She's a neighbor to Atiku in Dubai. They know how they got themselves apartments or buildings or real estate. This is the time we should take our country back. I beg Omoyele Sowore to please join the Obi movement. I'm still hopeful, just like you. Maybe in the 11th hour, he will declare for Obi. He may not declare verbally, but on the other side, I still think the reason why he may not declare, but he will not be against Obi, is because he's working for his own future. Because he has a political future to protect too. He still has that ambition, and his campaign manifestos, although they are not written, or if they are, but from the way he talks, he means well for the country. He wants to develop Nigeria. He wants to bring justice. He wants to fight corruption. He wants to make Nigeria a proper nation where human beings can thrive. So the guy, I will never ever fault him. He's an adult. He has his life to live. He has his choices to make. But I salute him for standing firm on his dreams, for standing for Nigerians, for going to jail for Nigerians, for taking the bullet for us. He has been, declared persona non grata. He has been kept in the coffers of Abuja. At the time, he was left only to live in Abuja. His citizenship was taken from him. His passport was destroyed. He was not allowed to see his family. So a lot of things have happened to this guy, not because of himself alone, but because of the fight against the corrupt leaders. You see, he's very bold to say it. He said these thieves belong to the dustbin of history. So this was why Awolowo the Great, Jeremiah Obafemi Awolowo, was not allowed to be Nigerian president, because he said he was going to probe the military generals of Don Kabale, Buhari, Obasanjo, those that fought the war in the 1967 to 1970. And the military generals gang up that they will never allow Awolowo. Obasanjo personally stood up in that meeting and said, I know him. He's my Yoruba brother. He's a man of his word. He will carry out everything he says. So the highest they did for him was to make him the premier of the Western region. That's the leader of the Western region. They gave him a regional government. He even went to jail for that. So Sowore has been to jail severally. He's used to it. He knows the DSS rooms, all of them. He can give you all their number. At the time, he said he was at the DSS office. He said they were drinking coffee when Boko Haram were killing people. They were watching, what's it called? BB Niger. Yeah, he said it. He said he was in their own custody and he was watching them from somewhere, watching BB Niger, and Boko Haram were doing their thing. So the guy knows a lot. I hope in the future, people like this and Nosom Wike of Rivers State, these are our future presidents. These are leaders that Nigeria never had now. So I'm begging him, I'm reaching out to him as a concerned citizen. He should try to consider joining the Obi movement, looking at the person of Obi and his own person. It's just slight difference. But on morality ground, the two of them are great. These are great thinkers. These are great people who want a better life for the common Nigerian, for Nigerian students, the Nigerian workers, the Nigerian farmers, the Nigerian pensioners, the Nigerian citizens generally. They want to fix agriculture, education, security, economy, and so on and so forth. Technology. They have the same goals and the same ambition. I hope at some point we can see them together. Finally, I conclude with this. Mr. Najawash, I want you to see if you can reach out to Omoyele Sowore again so that we can appeal to him, not to ask him about his manifesto, but if he can join up with, as that lady already asked him though, but maybe he will respect us more as a family or as a brand in Najawash. That please, Nigerians love you. Do you mind joining Mr. Peter Obi? Thank you.
Should I bring him back here again? That's a question. Everybody on the comment section, please respond to that, because I don't want to contradict our movement. If you guys want us to bring Omoyele Sowore back again here, I'm going to put it on the poll now. You've
already declared here Obi support China, so I don't still need for that. But we can
need for that. All right, but I'll still put on the poll right away. So let's see what people will say. All right, let's move on. Thank you very much, my brother Alex. Shima Obi, please talk to us.
Thank you so much, Mr. Najawaj. Thank you, Mr. Alex. What I want to say, listening to what Sowore said, is clearly true, but I will use as an example. Yesterday Cameroonian team beat Brazil in a World Cup, but it's not enough for them to progress. Sowore, in the last election, Sowore carried weight. Sowore has sold himself to Nigerian, and Nigerians have seen what Sowore is all about. And today, Peter Obi of Labour Party is an accepted candidate all over Nigeria. So Sowore it will be a hard decision for Sowore and his team. But if they can do that, if all this thing Sowore is saying that he really, really, really mean it for equity, justice, and fairness, Peter Obi is an accepted candidate. And if it's possible for Sowore, we all are appealing. If Sowore want to save Nigeria, if Sowore want to be relevant, if Sowore want to carry out all these injustices that he claimed that have done to Nigerian people, he should join Obi Dati movement. He should negotiate power with them. Because I believe if Sowore can do that, you see all these leaders, he's talking about what he will do to them when he assumes power. He can be able to do that. Let him negotiate power with Obi Dati. So he has a brighter future to be a Nigerian president. This is what we want. So for Sowore, he's a man of vision. For him to have done what he did so far, he has tried. He's a man. I wave hand for him. But right now, we need to have a country. And that country is that Obi Dati has been accepted by all Nigerians. They have been tested. They have been governed. They have a whole high-profile position in which they perform extremely well. So Sowore, I urge him, it's never late to collapse his campaign team to join this moving train. If he do that, the history will never forget him. Whether Labour Party win or not, the history will never forget him. And he has written his name, he will be written his name in gold that will never be forgotten. So Sowore has all it takes to change Nigeria when he joined Labour Party movement. So that is where we are. Because look at what our rights people have asked him. We have seen all the trajectory. We have seen everything going on. It will make more sense if Sowore and his team join Obi Dati. Likewise, the way we were saying, Ademi Kwankwaso and co join Obi. Today, APC and PDP would have been gone forever. But because of this selfishness, because of this who I am, because of this I want to be the leader, the main thing we are pursuing is trying to slip away from our hand. So Sowore, I urge him, whoever that can get to Sowore, Mr. Nigeria is not, allowing him to come to this platform now that we are all obedient. It's gonna cause division, So, but wherever we can write and appeal to Sowore, we have to. Whoever that has Sowore contact, whoever that can write Sowore in any form should do that, because we all need collective effort. As Rufai said in one film, The Last Dawn, the man there said that as much as it's important for you to keep your friend, also keep your enemies close to you. So we need Sowore. Sowore can save Nigeria because he has power. He has strong mind. He can do it, and nobody can stop him. And it can only be possible if he joined these tickets. For me, let him negotiate this power with them. They will give him wherever he want to be to fight for this injustice, and Nigeria will be a better place. Thank you.
Wow. Mr. Chimaobi, thank you very much. You said it all. To me, I'm still a very strong fan of Omoyele Sowore, but I know that it's Peter Obi that can deliver Nigeria right now. So if both of them work, as both of you have contributed, if both of them work together, him and Peter Obi, trust me, Nigeria will become a better place. So we have a poll right there on the comment section. You have the opportunity to vote. You know, on this platform, we listen to the people a lot. So we don't just come up and make decision and impose decision on people. We don't do that. All right. You can see that even before you comment on Nigeria Watch, you can see our rules. Everything is right there. So the poll, I'm going to bring it here once we finish with our last contributor right now, Mr. Ike. Then we'll show you. If the people say yes, bring him, then we have to bring him. If people say no, you know, so let's see how it goes. Mr. Ike, good evening to you, sir. How are you doing today? Happy weekend to you. Please talk to us. Mr. Ike, are you there? Mr. Ike, we can't hear you. Are you there? Are you available? Okay, Mr. Ike, we can't hear you. I'm sorry. All right, before we have Mr. Ike to talk to us, I would like to go to the poll. Let me bring it here. You see? Please make una press the vote now before I bring our comment, because we only have 25 votes. I will have over 300 people watching us across. Can we get more votes on this? Because I'm going to remove it and bring it now. At the moment, we only have 25 votes. Should we bring Omoyele Sowore here to talk to us, or to ask him question, why can't he support or join Peter Obi to change the narrative? Okay, let me see. Mother Rita is writing something there. Sowore will never own up to supporting Obi. Let's just forget him. Okay. All right. Though I'll still bring the poll here. Okay, let me go through the comment section. Let me see what you guys are saying here. Although I can't go through all of them, I'm only going to start from where I talked about Omoyele Sowore. Let me quickly come here. A minute. I'm looking for it. 1 minute, people. While we do this, okay, I think I'm getting it. Okay, while I read your message, okay? While I read your message, I would like to quickly play some music here. Let me play some music here. Please bear with us. All right, I can see all the comment section. There's some controversy going on right there. Okay, make una calm down. Not be time to fight. I can see Al-Baka. Al-Baka, thank you very much for joining us, my brother. He's a brother right there behind that name. I can see that you are a strong supporter of Omoyele Sowore. Okay, on this platform, we dedicate it for Peter Obi, but it doesn't mean that other people cannot come here and talk. If you have something to talk about your own principle, why not? We're supporting Peter Obi. We are not saying he's a perfect man. We are not also saying he's a saint, but he's the only man that we know that can beat or that stood out amongst these three of them. Okay, when it comes to the two satanic parties. And I'm not sure, even you yourself, Abaka, you will like to have PDP or APC never again to rule us. So that's what we're fighting against. Okay, thank you very much. I can see Mr. T just joining us right now. Mr. T, I would like you to talk to us before I put the poll on the screen. Good evening to you. Mr. Ike is now available. Mr. T, are you available as well? All right. I'm not sure who is available, who's not available, but we are going to be rounding up soon. I don't want to be here for so long today. Okay. Oh, okay, I can see what you are saying. All right. No, to be honest, I respect my followers a lot. Whatever they say is what I will follow. But
Niger, good afternoon. Are you calling on me to speak?
Yeah, I was calling you. Yeah, Mr. T. Yes, talk to us. Good evening to you.
Good evening, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, anywhere you actually joining from. Thank you, Mr. Niger Watch, for always doing this. Thank you all the panelists. Thank you all the comment, everyone in the comment section. Basically speaking about the Sowore issue, I think Sowore made some great points when he was talking about the issue of Nigeria and using the US as a point of reference, that you can barely fly from one end of the United States to the other part of the United States. Now, take for example, Texas is bigger than Nigeria, but you see have the people being governed by a governor. Don't even go to the president yet. Look at New York, Alaska, and look at what you already said. Now, you're saying Nigeria is complex to govern, but Nigeria is not complex for you to steal. Nigeria is not complex for the wife of the president to arrest a student that was just talking about her. If she was the wife of the United States president, maybe she would have killed everyone. She would have probably put everyone in jail. So Nigeria is not complex. It's just that you have people that your mind and your heart and your conscience is being sold, and so they steal from the country. It's not complex to steal, but it's complex to govern the people and to make life better for people. Now the president is throwing blame on the governors, that the governors are the ones stealing. Who is the minister? Who is the minister of petroleum? As we speak right now, the price of petrol is I mean, people cannot even get petrol to buy it today in Nigeria. So it's just that these people, they know the right thing to do, but doing it is their problem, because they want to amass wealth for themselves and their families. Now, going back to Sowore merging with Peter Obi, I mean, there's no issue in doing that, but does their ideology align? Do they have the same belief system and things like that? It would be a good thing for them to match together, but also you must also think about the ideology and things like that. I mean, Sowore is a very nice guy from what I've seen him do and then what I've had him said, but does he want to? And that's why we the black people have a problem, because everybody wants to be the number one man. Nobody wants to bring your own idea and then let's put this person forward and let's support him with our ideas and knowledge. He wants to be number one. Peter Obi wants to be number one. So we'll step down for each other. So if you can sit down and then think about, okay, so Nigeria right now, think about somebody in the surgery room, in the theater. The doctors will not be fighting, oh, I'm the one that will do this, I'm the one that will do that. No, they just want to save the life of that person. So Nigeria now is in the theater. We don't care about who bring Nigeria out. The main thing is Nigeria should be out. But forget about APC and PDP, because they don't have any good thing for Nigeria. So Sowore, wherever you are listening, Nigeria is in the theater now. Your country is in the theater. And it needs a doctor like you or Peter Obi that can actually bring him out of the situation. So think about the country first. Put the country first, and think about what comes later. So I would advise you, if there's anything you can do with Peter Obi, you guys join together and then rescue Nigeria, because Nigeria is in the theater. Nigeria is dying. It needs a doctor to save it. So you go ahead and talk to Peter Obi, and then both of you can talk together. The likes of Kwanko, so everybody. See, if someone is dying, like I said, you don't care about who saved. You don't care about the doctor that carried the operation. The only thing is they want to save that person. So Sowore should think about that. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. T. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I would like to quickly play this video where Peter Obi's supporter, APC and PDP as youth supporters had a debate. So I'd like us to quickly watch this and see if we have one or two things to say about it before we round up. Thank you.
On the program, my far right, Austin Okai, who is the National Coordinator, PDP National Youth Frontier. He is also the House of Reps candidate for the Kina-Bassa Federal Constituency for Kogi State. And then sitting right beside him is Issa Abubakar, who is the Director, Youth Affairs, Obi Dati Presidential Campaign Council. And then on my immediate right is Aliyu Aldu, the National Youth Spokesperson, Tinubu Shetima Campaign Council. Gentlemen, good morning. Thank you for coming on today.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Nigerians.
Well. So we know from the figures out there, from what the INEC has in terms of those who are expected to make a big splash, a big say in who is where are young people. Yes, we know the narrative, the leaders of tomorrow. So a lot of focus will be on young people for these elections and perhaps moving forward. So I'll start from you, Mr. What's your perspective on this matter?
I think one of the beautiful things that is about to happen in this country is the awakening of young persons to realize that they have everything it takes to produce the next president, and as well to decide what happened in their country is one of those beautiful things that I would say will happen in 2023 general election. And that is why you see my presidential candidate in person of Peter Obi see the youthfulness in me and say I should come and direct the affair of young persons for him in the country. It is a sign that without even going too far, he is willing to work with young persons irrespective of where you come from or who you are. He don't really want to know. In as much as you're a young person, you are competent, you can deliver. I think he's the only presidential candidate that have that willingness to drive that for young persons. So we are very, very much hopeful that with him as president, this agitation of youth participation in politics and what the view will be a thing of the past, because he have no option. He have no people around him other than young persons to work with. And then you can even see that from his campaign train, where you hardly see a former governor with him or a former minister with him. You see, it is we, the youth, that drive.
Does seeing a former minister or former governor invalid mean that you don't have youth working with them?
Oh, absolutely. It shows that these are the kind of faces that we're still going to see in the next government. You understand? But it is something that we are driving ourselves. We organize these rallies ourselves without his intervention.
Well,
we're still talking youth participation in politics, especially as the 2023 general elections approach. Austin Okai, National Coordinator of the PDP, Aliyu Audu, National Youth Spokesperson, Tinubu Shetima Campaign Organization, and Issa Abubakar, Director Youth Affairs, Obi Dati Presidential Campaign Council, are here in our studios with us. And just before we went on break, we've taken the responses of Mr. Audu and Mr. Okai. So, Mr. Abubakar, it would seem that your party, or shall I say your candidate, has managed to harness a lot of the discontent that young people feel. And, you know, as you pointed out in your opening remarks, you know, young people seem to be doing a lot of the things for your party and for the campaign of your presidential candidate. But there are those who are saying that perhaps this is a little oversimplified, that it doesn't quite carry the complexities involved in governing a country like Nigeria. Do you fear that, given your own understanding of how Nigeria works and what it really need, what it will take to, take it to the path that a lot of young people expect, that a lot of people understand the weight and the amount of work that needs to be done
for them to really be able to make an impact towards the country that they desire?
It's very, very understanding that we are at a time where my political party and as well the presidential candidate we represent is contesting among two money bags that have the...
He's not a poor man. The presidential candidate of your party
no,
is
I'm not saying he's a poor man. I'm not saying he's a poor man. He's not a poor man. But when you compare him with these two people, there are people that have been in power at the center stage and as well have controlled a lot of resources within the state they manage, But
he has been in power too.
So definitely you will expect them to do a lot. But one beautiful thing, I keep on using this word, beautiful thing that is about to happen is that the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria have signed the Electoral Act, which have made it more easier for a competent candidate to win an election and for our vote to count. And the people we are banking on, which are the young persons that have seen the way their country have been run from 1999 till date, have realized that they have been disappointed by these faces that are still presenting themselves to govern the country.
So when I talk about complexity, given a scenario about, the chances of your candidate, if he's able to take it, or if he's able to take it, let me leave it at that. There are three arms of government. There's the executive arm of government. There is the legislature. There is also the judiciary. What do you think is going to be happening in the legislative arm of government if you're also not there at that level? If this campaign is about one person?
It's not about one person. It's about Nigerians. Ordinarily, we could have an independent candidate without a political party. Ordinarily, if things being equal and the law that was proposed was actually put into law, we should have an independent candidate without a political party. That is when the will of the people will definitely determine, oh, this is the real person we want. And we're not scared that we already have the masses that are in abject poverty. And if we win this election come February, I don't think because there is nobody in the reps for us or Senate for us that there will be any issue for my party or for my presidential candidates. This is Nigeria. A lot of them will end up even defecting, and after we're going to win. We've positioned people in all these political offices to contest.
Do you have a shared vision for Nigeria as young people in politics? Do you have a shared vision for Nigeria as a nation in spite of your political differences? And I'm talking about Mr. Okai, Mr. Abubakar, Mr. Audu. What is your vision for Nigeria? Because there will always be the question as to why it is we see young people at the corridors or in this circle of politicians whom a lot of people have blamed as to the people responsible for bringing the nation to where it is right now. So I want to backtrack a bit, and I will start with Mr. Audu. What is the vision of the youth in politics for Nigeria? Maybe you using yourself as a, let's say, point of contact to that. Let us know, what is your vision for Nigeria?
All right. Basically, what we want is a Nigeria where the young man is free to participate in every activity he desires and he thinks is competent and has what it takes to play. I do not think, I don't want a free nation when anything is handed to anybody for free. I mean, people don't seem to appreciate what they get for free, which is why for our political party and the young people in our political party, we've worked, we were at the beginning, even before the formation of our party, we've been actively involved in the running and challenging activities within our party to ensure inclusion first thing first. What we want at this point is have a number of young people. You can't own a system you don't partake in. So what we're doing at this point is to ensure.
All right. Thank you very much, my people. We need to round up this broadcast right now. Thank you. Before that, there's a lot of PVC. According to information going on, that PVC have been released, but a lot of people have not returned back to collect their PVC. I will urge people, please encourage the people around you to go collect their PVC. We cannot deliver Peter Obi without our PVC. Please endeavor to do that. I'd like you to listen to this. This is our idol brothers who came on air yesterday talking about this PVC everything. Let's listen.
Now you support. Before we go, one last word, just 30 seconds. Thank you very much, my people. And these 30 seconds, you see, PVC don't come out. People don't collect PVC. Main Nigerians who know say he do PVC, may go collect PVC. Who know fees go collect PVC. May send Percy. If you hear, tell who never hear. May they go collect PVC. Not be 2 days to election or 1 week to election. They'll go crash for an office again. Call the cry say now because of PVC where they don't see. Now make Obi no win. Or now make Atiku no win. Because Tinubu is like 70% ahead of them as we speak today. 200,000 PVC. Now just come and do now. 200,000 PVC. So make we do our own parts. Everybody get their own part to do. Government get their part to do. The people get their part to do. People when they protest say flour for when they say they bake bread. He carry 2 kobo in addition. So they increase them by 2 naira for other countries for their money. They protest. They don't be mumu. We don't look for television here. What you say they be mumu? They don't be mumu. They are playing their part in their own democracy. So our own, we must wake up and ask questions.
Okay, thank you very much, my people. I wanted to let some of you know, especially those people in those states, the PVC is ready. Please go and collect your PVC. Now, beg at the beguna. Go and collect your PVC. We cannot win this without PVC. Please, please, please encourage your people to go collect their PVC. Thank you very much, my people. And for Mr. Peter Obi manifesto, we are not going to be talking about that today because we don't have enough information on that. But certainly tomorrow we are going to be addressing it by 6 p.m. Join us tomorrow, 6 p.m. We are going to be here. Tomorrow morning we might likely be out as well. But certainly tomorrow evening, 6 p.m. we are going to be here. I appreciate every one of you. As for the poll, unfortunately, that more people voted that they want Sowore to come and talk here. You know, as you can see right there, so we got 45 votes. You know, we are going to do this again tomorrow. So let's assume that a lot of people did not see this. We're going to put the same question out again tomorrow. For you can see now, yes, they want Sowore to come back again on this. We brought him before. They want us to bring him again. 67% said yes. Why 33% said no? It's right there. We cannot manipulate this. So it's just how it is. Your vote is just there as you left it. I can see we just got a few more votes now. A few people just click on the link right there. It's currently at 6832. So I appreciate you all. But tomorrow, like I said, we are going to address all this again. Thank you, my people. And God bless all of you now. Endeavor to share our broadcast, like our broadcast, and remember to join us every day on this platform. We are here 7 days a week, 10 a.m. for a newspaper review by Ima. We are here Monday to Saturday, 10 a.m. newspaper review. Monday to Thursday, we are here for a discussion just like this. But then on that, we have multiple people here talking about the things that's affecting us Monday to Thursday, 5 p.m. While Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 6 p.m., we are also here. But Friday is a debate where if you know you're supporting anybody, come here, tell us why you want your candidate to rule Nigeria. Nigeria Watch is here. We are not biased. Nobody paid us to do what we're doing. We look around, we choose who we think that can move Nigeria forward. At this moment, the person we are choosing or the person we have chosen, the person we are supporting, the person we have dedicated this platform for is Mr. Peter Gregory Obi. I appreciate you all. And God bless you now. Take care and have a good evening. All right. right. My people, I'm sorry that we still have to come back again. I just have somebody joining us now. He's one of us here. I would like to hear from him. If not, I would have just moved on. Just for you just join us. We already round up, but you got the opportunity to talk. Go ahead. Good evening to you. Just for you, are you hearing me?
Okay. Yeah, I'm hearing you now. I never knew that it has gotten to my turn.
Yeah, we already.
Good evening, everybody.
You're even lucky that I brought you here. I accepted you in.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Good evening. Good evening, everybody. I don't know what the topic is all about, but for what I see here on the screen, is talking about Doyin Okupe or something like that. Is attacked by Labour Party members or something like that. I watched the interview and the rest of them, where they say they want to go to court and things like that. I think this is not the right time for these people to act like this. I believe if that is the topic, I can speak on that. Is that the topic?
Yeah, we were talking in general, talking about these same people that you are talking about, trying to bring down Doyin Okupe, especially this hot time where we are getting close to the election.
Okay.
So yeah, you can just talk on that in 2 minutes because we are rounding up now.
Okay. Doyin Okupe is doing his best. These people, if they really mean well for Labour Party, this is a new party, though it has been formed before, but I classify it as new because nobody knew this party before. I, for one, I didn't know that this party was existing. So this is the period for us to put head together instead of dividing themselves, instead of going to court. These are what other people are doing, other parties are doing, that is separating them, that is making them to go back. What these people are supposed to do is not you feel, you don't feel. That degree or that law or constitution, they say, is a very harsh one. You can't say because somebody failed to pay, because for what I watch the very interview and the rest of them. So you can't say somebody failed to pay and have to be ostracized. What I mean, that person will now carry all his attention and everything to another party. What will you do? So people don't really think. This is not the time to be doing all that one. When you win, then we bring all this thing forward. First of all, let everybody work together how this party can win. That is the goal now. Because people you are working against, the party you are working against, these are giants, the tigers, the snake that are swallowing, monkeys that are swallowing billions of dollars. You don't have that. So what you have to do is one person, when you bring a broom together, you can't break them. But remove only one inside, you can break it to pieces. What they're supposed to do is to put it together, work how the party can move forward. Don't divide the party. And you are saying that person, I don't think he mean well for those people, they mean well for Labour Party. That they should go. When they go, what do you think will happen? Another party will grab them rapidly. They will grab them. All the efforts they are making in the Labour Party will be in vain. So we don't want to work in vain. Why is these people trying to bring division among themselves in this trying time? Hello, are you hearing me?
Yes, of course. Go ahead, sir. Yes.
Okay. Why is it now? This is not the period for all of that. Let them work and let the party win. Then you bring in, you have not contributed financially. If after us, everybody is contributing. People in the diaspora, they are trying. So I think I watched a plane that was bought for Peter Obi. What money are you looking for? That you are dividing people. These people are they paid? I don't know if these people have been paid, because these people are not working for the benefit of Nigerians. Because what we want is a good Nigerian. This is not the period to say you don't do this, you don't pay. What is money? What is money? That you have to allow your party to go back. When you remove one person, that person has about 3 or 4, 5 people followers. Let me just put it like that. Those people that are going to follow him. So that is for my own stake of it. Then I still saw where you are talking about Sowore, should we bring Sowore? But that one is another thing. So, my dear, I don't know if I have time. If I have time, I have other things to digest.
Okay, no. You can go ahead, sir.
Okay. Then I saw that Sowore is talking about what they call it APC and PDP. For me, for one, I would have voted for Sowore to come back, because that young man, though he sway here and there sometimes, he is making a very good effort. I watched him this morning or this afternoon or rather, where he was saying that the money they embezzle, if they tell you that the NAPC are saying that for 1 year now, they have, I don't know whether Nigeria Watch have watched that one. They have not remitted any money to NAPC. Oil money that Nigeria depend on. They say they have not remitted anyone. So they have just, so I watched it this afternoon, that they have not remitted 1 kobo. NAPC is crying out. So how do Nigeria survive? So he's saying that Nigeria has money. He mentioned how many billions in different government companies that they are not accounting for. That these people should be. He said Nigeria has money. So I would have loved Sowore to to appear on Nigeria Watch, so that he can still he can boost this channel. That is for me. For one, I will vote for that. Because Sowore, for one, is working for the benefit of Nigeria as well. Though he has his own news and waste and caprices on his own, but at least he has a good agenda. He has something good for Nigerians, which we can feel for. If not because of Peter Obi, he would have been somebody that I will actually vote for too. Because he's he's vibrant, he's educated, he knows what he's doing, and because of one thing or the other, because of what maybe one that I cannot come on screen now to be saying that is the reason why I stepped down for him, where I'm not I compromise him. Okay, so I would love him to be here. He's speaking against APC. Anybody that vote for APC, he has said it, anybody that vote for APC or going for APC and PDP is an enemy of Nigeria.
Okay, thank you very much. Just for you, I appreciate you, and I support you on that. Anybody who votes for APC or PDP is an enemy of Nigeria, because you don't know what you want. This is not the time to tell us the history of APC or PDP. So nobody should clamor for them. So thank you very much, sir. I'm happy that I gave you the last minute to talk to us. My brother Alex, you're still here with us. Do you have anything to say? 1 minute before I round up? Okay, I think we lost Alex already. Okay, that's fine. All right. I can see more people are still voting on this, but don't worry. Tomorrow we are going to bring this back again. I want more people to see this. You see, we got 60 votes. Sowore still leading. 68% said we should bring Omoyele Sowore here to talk to us.
Excuse me, plus my own. I don't know. I'm pointing my own, but it's not. It's not. It's not marking. Plus my own. It's just. I think I voted for yes.
Yes, it's there. It's there. I just added it now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's there. Yes. So 68% is saying Omoyele Sowore should be brought back here. Last time he was here with us, he was here for 2 hours, 40-something minutes talking to us. So and now 32% saying no. All right, we're going to bring this all over again tomorrow and see the reactions of the people, and the majority will make us take a decision. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. I will say once again, good night. Now God will bless. Now Joseph Oji just joining us. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us. Good evening to you. And now God will bless you. Now Abaka, I see you right there. I think you don't come out to Abaka. You are still here with us. Okay, no problem. Thank you. I appreciate you all. Mother of all, Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much. Always, Mommy. And I can see Mofi Reyes with us asking, when am I going to bring Peter Obi? Yes, Peter Obi, we are still working on that, how we can bring Mr. Peter Obi here. So don't worry. Mr. Peter Obi is going to be a surprise. To be honest, it's going to be a surprise. According to the information reaching us, it might just be a 2 hours notice that, okay, he's ready, because he's very, very occupied. He's ready. Then we might that's why we say, if you are on this platform, subscribe and hit the notification bell. We might not have the time to say it in advance, like, okay, for example, Mr. Peter Obi is coming next tomorrow or tomorrow. It might just be like, information reaching me now, Mr. Peter Obi is available. Then I just click on the go live button. Whoever that is here, yes, we'll have the opportunity to ask him questions. That's how, trust me, that's how it's the Peter Obi own is certainly going to be. All right. So we're working on that. Don't worry. We have less than 90 days or so to make all this happen. And it's certainly going to happen. Fingers crossed. Thank you very much, my people. Once again, good night.
Solomon Odija, Money, Asamanekie, Engineer Brighton, Solomon Odija, Nekie, Shama Kurovi Tiba Megane Baba, Money Lavare Nomo, Honorable Solomon Odija, Babi Nori, Chairman of Latin Megane Baba, Bobby Brown, Yaro Yo. Money I can't get up any other leisure. And I didn't know you. And I did was 1 billion. I'm not young when you get it. And she never got this woman and no more. Solomon, I did your man here. Honorable Mama Agnes. Mama Agnes, you ain't no more. Let there be light. There was light. It's a good photo, see another. Baba, who never love me here. General Kiss Livo, no Mwembe. Not even story love. The Yaro Yo. Lion, who went to get it. It's a good photo, see what it is. It's a good photo. The Yaro Yo. Come on, Pastor Jeffrey Magane Baba, was 1 million. Alone never me. General, this is here. Happiness is ending. Dr. Peter, Bobby Man, here. General Kislivo, Omo. Itaku Motos. Itaku Motos in Megalera. That is living no more. Happiness. General no more. Pastor Jeffrey Morgan no more. Pastor Jeffrey will never be here. I chief Morgan never govern. And you know that no, the woman got you know that more. And you know that no, the woman got you know that more. Oh, say, I chief, you don't go. Mommy Charity not really. United States, you got it by you. Bobby ain't not here. Bobby Brown.